project, a new spree. Collaboration lights the way. In Jerry's world we play. Live on YouTube, live on Twitch. 3D HP's got the edge to bring on.
Welcome to the Jerry Show. What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. Murph's going on today. A lot of people are there. It's hot in Las Vegas. I don't know what else to say. Kenny is at Murph right now. We might see him in some live streams. We might see him in some pictures. I just gave you a bone, damn it. Here, yeah, what's going on, everybody? We got a great maker in the back room right now. We're going to get going. Yes, I've got birdhouses right there. I got a video coming out with the HTPLA high temp. It's normal right now. It's 91 and windy in Las Vegas. A few days ago, it was like 108. Until next month, it'll get up like 120. It's going to be hotter than hell, and it'll be perfect time to hang up the birdhouses. Out back, I got a big gazebo that I built. I'm going to put them on the side of the gazebo on the different posts going around to keep them up out of the way. They'll be facing east, so they'll get morning sun, high noon, then they hopefully will be shaded, but they'll still be in the heat. Let me bring in the man we got in the back room, and we're going to get going. But welcome, everybody. Please smash that like button. I really appreciate it. What's going on, Matt?
Hey, everyone. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you.
Here's Sandy.
Yeah, we have, I think, like 88 degrees for you. 88 not Celsius, 31
Fahrenheit?
today. Yeah, Fahrenheit, I think it's 88.
Okay.
Not sure. Roughly around about there.
Yeah, it's nice outside right now. Yes, real nice out. But yeah, here any minute, we're going to get Scott. Edge of 3D is going to drop back in. He's at Murph. He dropped in a little bit ago, but I wasn't live yet, so he couldn't hear me. It's really loud, so that'll probably happen again when he comes in. And, hey, we've got Paul coming in, everybody. Paul, how you doing?
Hey, I told you I'd make it eventually.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. For the people watching, we just started out. They don't know you. What do you do? Who are you?
I'm Paul Corliss. I have Paul's Messy Workshop on YouTube, and I do a little bit of everything. I do laser, I do 3D printing, I do CNC, I do conventional woodworking, and whatever I do, it's messy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate you coming on.
Hey, I've been looking forward to it. As I've told you before, what happens is it gets to be Saturday and I forget your show's on Saturday. But I wrote it down this week and I was ready.
Cool.
Yeah, you'll be on later with Ryan, right?
Yes. Yeah. On Making It Up As We Go with Ryan Ballard at 9 o'clock Eastern. And that's awful late for you.
Oh, I'm still up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm 61. I go to bed usually 11, 12 o'clock at night. It depends what's on TV pretty much.
Well, I'm 78, and I'm lucky if I can stay up till 11 o'clock.
Yeah, my biggest problem is in the daytime. Once I wake up, I yawn all morning. I'll be sitting there doing something. I nod off. Occasionally, that happens a lot during the day.
Yeah.
So I've been retired for 11 years. I gained like 100 pounds, which I need to lose. I'm way overweight right now. But, I've always been the kind of person when I work, I'm always going 100 miles an hour. And now that I'm retired, I don't. And then,
Yeah, I need to lose some weight too. I look like I'm 9 months pregnant.
Hello, Martin Shrimpfather, a.k.a. Tin Talon. Hello. Don't bark. Stop. Jose, how you doing? Big Bad Joe. Loopy Lou. Clayton, hello.
Hey,
How you doing? My dog likes to bark at me whenever I talk to people, so I tend to give her crackers, which I shouldn't do. And the other ones are really quiet.
Hey, Tintalian. Hey, Shrimp Father.
But
Dominic.
yeah, Murph is going on today, the Midwest Rep Festival in Goshen, Indiana. And I'm sure we're going to have makers pop in. Scott popped in earlier before he went live. I'm sure he'll be back. Kenny is not with us today. He's at the show. So Kenny sent me some pictures earlier, which I'll be showing. And yeah, Paul, whenever you want, if you want to talk about something or show something or plug something, you're welcome to. You don't have to stay here the whole show. If you got to go whenever, you're welcome. Just say, I got to run, guys. Talk to you later. Pop out. Whatever you want to do. And you're welcome to plug anything you're working on, or if you want to plug a website, or you want people to come buy something you're selling, you're welcome to do so.
I did just let me take the clamps. I made this yesterday.
Okay.
My grandson is into Warhammer.
Huh?
I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of models that are Warhammer style.
I had never heard of it until he explained it to me. And anyway, he's into Warhammer and he paints his own characters.
Oh, cool.
So he saw this online and he says, "Hey, Grandpa, would you make this for me?" And all it is, it's a little paint holder
Oh, nice.
that holds the paints that he uses. And he got this off of Maker's World,
Uh-huh.
and it printed up real nice. I printed it out of Pet G.
Okay.
And, yeah, it came
Very
out
nice.
pretty good. But
Very cool.
that's all I've been working on.
Yeah, I've been working on my Boombala.
Your Boombala?
Yeah. Let me get it.
Yeah, we got to be careful what names we use things on live streams because YouTube will shut you down.
Yes. Oh, is that neat? That is cool. I like that. Is so cool.
And it's actually, look, it's working.
Little clock.
Oh, where'd you get did you come up with the plans for that, or?
Yeah, I printed this out, and this is the real clock.
That is so cool. That is
And all attached with the magnets to it. So
that's wild.
Tim with DeWitt 3D, I seen he had one behind him. I'm not sure what side he got it from, but I know they're out there floating around similar to that.
But I didn't make one Boombala, I made two Boombalas.
Uh-huh. Cool. And anybody watching, if you're in the lower 48 states here in the U.S., we're going to be giving away a roll of Ziltech filament later. So go to the pinned post on Twitch or on YouTube, fill it out, and we'll have that drawing in about an hour. There'll be a roll of Ziltech, lower 48 states. Once that drawing is over and we have a winner, must be present in chat to win, then we're going to be giving away a roll of Polymaker filament, and that will be worldwide. And that'll be a separate drawing.
Now, Jerry, what do you make the most, Jerry?
I 3D print the most.
Do you?
Yeah, I got all kinds of models. I resin print constantly. Well, I used to 3D print constantly in resin, but I've slowed down quite a bit because I've ran out of room. I've got stuff in boxes in other rooms and stuff you can't see on the floor in boxes, and I just got way too much stuff. And I see something, oh my God, I got to have it. That's so cool. And then I print it, and then it becomes a dust collector like everything else.
Yeah.
Right now, as a matter of fact, here I can show you something I'm working on right now. This is from Wicked 3D.
Oh, wow.
And I'm working on a Hulk, the new movie Red Hulk they just came out with. These have been resin printed. The heads are done in resin. I haven't cured them yet. I'm just cleaning them up. And and this time, instead of doing the whole body in resin, I decided I'm going to FDM print most of the body and then really fine details that have to be high quality, like the head. I'm going to go ahead and do those in resin. So right now on the X1 Carbon, I'm doing just the legs. I'm just taking up whole build volume on my X1 Carbon right now. I'm working on the legs. Then I got to do the chest, and then the base will be in multiple pieces. And then the president, which is, what's his name? What's the actor's name that played the president in the movie Red Hulk? Star Wars guy. Come on, Chad, help me out here. Anyway, he'll be standing in front of it. Yeah, this guy right here. Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Then Harrison Ford, there's his head there. There's an alternate head here of the other guy. He has a mustache. And that's what I'm currently working on. And then HTPLA that I got from Polymaker. Look, we've got birdhouses. Working on a video. I've got 3 birdhouses there. I got off of Maker World and/or printables. I've got a cut for my truck and some other stuff that I'm working on out of HTPLA, their new filament, which is supposed to be higher temperature that is supposed to withstand heat better. I'm currently working on a video, and I would have had the video done last night. And I realized when I put the birdhouse together, a bunch of little pieces I was missing that I hadn't printed. I should have done multiple windows and different things that I forgot to do. But then I had the red Hulk going on the X1 Carbon. I don't want to stop the print, so I went ahead. I got to wait till the legs get done sometime tonight. Then I can reprint what I need for the birdhouses, and then I get that video going. And my other two main printers that are sitting right there are both under construction. The one SVO8 I got from Kenny, it's on its side. I've got to rewire parts of that, and then the other one I'm rebuilding the hot end on, and I've got to get that going. So it's kind of that's what I got going on. Then I got the little train I got into, messing with N scale trains. I started working on one of the bases that I got Sean, one of the modules.
Okay.
Started painting it. Then I'm going to build up like a mountain scene on one of the modules, and I got to put down rock and stuff around the track, and that's another project I'm working on. I got way too many hobbies.
I only have one hobby. Well, two hobbies.
Go back over here to chat.
3D printing and taking care of my dog.
Hello, Clown Hammer. How you doing today? Let me reshare out the link here.
Hey, Paul, you have any animals?
No, I don't. No.
You want to see my elephant hunting dog?
Yeah.
That's Lily, right?
Yeah, that's Lily.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Al popping in. Hello, Al.
Ooh, hello, everyone. How are y'all?
Hey, Al, I got the message.
You got the message, but you didn't remind me. Why didn't you remind me?
No.
You didn't remind me.
Oh, I got you. And how come I look fuzzy?
I don't know, but you both have on the same yellow shirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go away.
Here's my my badge. I can put my badge on.
Oh, yeah.
Live long and prosper.
Indeed, live long and prosper. So I'm trying to put up some of these windows that I have here. Hey, now I don't look fuzzy. I don't know what
Got too many windows open, huh?
Maybe so.
So you got to restore your old Mustang there you got in the garage, or?
Man, I've been telling you that every summer. I tell myself that. I even started making it not a shelf like it is, and it's a horizontal surface.
Do you have any grandkids?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Well, either work on the car or sign over the title. You know, you're not getting any younger.
Right? Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something this summer, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had that thing since 1977.
Wow.
Hey, Sergio.
Yeah, and I went to high school in it, and some other things that I won't discuss. But yeah, it's been. I drove it from Chicago here. It's been around, and I moved to Lubbock and then drove it to Odessa, and it was back on the road in 2002, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've driven to Lubbock 4 or 5 times. My wife's parents used to live there. Then they moved to Florida, so I've driven down to Lubbock quite a bit. From Vegas, it's like 14 and a half hours from Vegas.
Yeah, it's not a bad trip to Vegas. We've gone a couple of times, once, twice, but
I don't like driving, so when I describe the drive there, I say you drive, and you drive, and you drive. When you're sick and tired of driving, you're halfway there. That's how kind of how I describe it.
Yeah. I hear you. The nice trips are the ones that, like, we went to Fort Davis, which is where the McDonald Observatory is, and Marfa is right there where the Marfa lights are, and it's an hour and a half, 2 hour drive, you know, and it's a nice little trip to the mountains, and yeah, you don't have to go hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So
Yeah.
yeah.
When do you normally live stream?
Um, 2 p.m. on Sunday is when I do my creative stream, and 7 p.m. on
3
Friday,
p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern, real time.
and 7 p.m. Central real time. My retro Friday stream that I do. Uh, been kind of doing that on Fridays, and I've kind of been, not streaming every Friday, but I started off with some of the older computers
Mhm.
that I have in my collection, and played some games on each one on the Vic and on the Commodore 64, and
Yeah.
then TI 99 in fact, my original TI 99 that I bought in 1980 when I was in the Air Force up in the Lubbock Mall, I went out to get a pair of shoes at Tom McGann. Remember that? And I came back home. J.C. Penney's, went upstairs, and there's a computer up there. I bought it, and it was my first computer, and I love it. It's what I learned basic on, what I learned about computers with and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But anyway,
Yeah, my first computer was in 1991. It was a 286, and the modem was I don't even think it was a 14.4. What
yeah,
was 1200 baud modem? I think it was dial up.
yeah, yeah,
And I first got on the internet back then, and you download a picture, and you sit there, and it take like 5 minutes for it to
yeah,
draw on your
definitely.
screen very slowly. It's like, wow, that was so awesome.
I
You
still
know,
have some 300 baud modems, Jerry, and the POT system isn't even available anymore. Well, I guess it is, but I don't have a POTS line. A plain old telephone system line.
Mhm. Yeah, I seen a story this morning on YouTube. I forget what I was watching. It was a news channel that posted on YouTube, and I guess a lot of people have been shipping with UPS, which I've always liked UPS, and their products have came up missing, and they're lost, and they can't find them. And UPS said, "Well, they were damaged. We had to destroy them, whatever it may have been." And then people are finding out these items are winding up on eBay. And I'm thinking, wow, I thought that was an honorable company, but people are getting screwed left and right. Things are damaged or stolen, and somebody in the company must be taking them, and they're selling them on eBay at other places. Crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I went to a store. I can't remember what the store is called, but what it is you can buy pallets worth of, uh, uh, of Amazon return goods.
Yeah,
Open, not open. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they get it, but um, that was kind of interesting. Big old. You just go in the place and just start looking at boxes, and for $10, I think the most of is $10. So you
yeah.
could get something really, really great for $10, or something that ain't even worth.
Terrible.
There's an auction place here in Vegas that sells Amazon returns, and you
Yeah,
can go online and you bid on different things, and they have a slight markup over it. You go pick them up at the couple different warehouses here in Vegas.
neat. Yeah.
I don't like looking at that. It gets kind of addictive. You're trying to outbid people, and you've been on eBay and you're kind of winning an auction. Comes
Oh
down to the
yeah.
last minute, you're practically shaking. You're trying to get your bid in, and then they came out with software that'll bid for you. But back when I used to bid along way back when, it wasn't like that. You're trying to watch it, get your bid in at the last second, and
Yeah.
hope
Yeah.
the internet doesn't go out or something, your power goes out or something crazy.
I bought several computers, that I've actually bid on, and yeah, I hate bidding. I really do. If
Yeah.
that's the price, that's the price. Okay, and then there's the shipping. I'm good. Let's do this. But having to sit there and bid, and I've definitely waited to the end to that last 2 minutes. And I don't know, some of them extend the time if you snipe it right at the end or something like that, to give the other person a chance. But I didn't see that. I didn't see that was taking place. But I
I
got
went
it.
Yeah, I went to an auction out here a long time ago called Nellis Auction, and they used to do that. You bid in person, but if you go there enough, you start recognizing certain people that are always there and they're always bidding, and they're trying to drive the bid up.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
So, but
That's
yeah, I'd rather just pay what I pay. You know, there's no bidding involved. Here's what we want. First, first come, first serve. If you want to buy it, no more barking. No more. Go in the kitchen, eat your food. You want to say hi to everybody? Here, jump up. Jump up. And
come
say hi.
here. Come here, girl. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on up here. Here's mine. Look, do you hear the buffalo right there? Yeah. See right there. See right there.
No barking.
See right there.
You dog me. No.
This is my mini puppy.
Yeah, I got an elephant hunting dog too.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny
That's
because she'll sit here like this. It's almost like a cat. She climbs up. She climbs up as far as she can.
no more barking.
But I don't have the step right there that my wife has. But my wife, she just and just sits right there.
Hello,
Right
Chris
there.
Mink. How you doing today?
Hey Chris, how you doing?
Hello, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Yeah, I've been doing this for about, I don't know, how long, Matt? 4 years now, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, every weekend we have up to 10 or 12 people at any given time. Sometimes
Today.
we're slow, sometimes we're busy. Sometimes you can't get a word in edgewise because there's so many people on the screen. And I do my best to try to juggle everybody. Or if you're holding something and somebody else is talking, I'll try to make you big screen so you can talk and they won't. And it's just fun trying to juggle everything.
Yeah. Today I think it will be a little bit slow of a day because of
A
Murph.
lot of people are at Midwest Reps Festival,
Yeah.
Goshen,
Oh,
Indiana.
really? Is that this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Goshen. Oh no! Is it the one in Goshen? Yeah, it's the one in Goshen, Indiana. And a lot of makers there, 3D printers, 3D printing people. Typically, people drop in and while they're there, they'll walk around and film and be on the live stream. One of the makers, which does a lot of drag racing, he was on here a little bit ago before I went live, and I mentioned to come back in a half hour. He was going to walk around and film a little bit, but when they do that, it's too loud. They can never hear us talking. And we're
Right.
live on YouTube and Twitch. We got 32 people currently watching. And I usually stream up to usually about 3 hours. Last week I went closer to 4, give or take. You never know. But everybody is welcome to self-promote anything that's hobby related or any websites that you currently own or you're selling on. And you can come and go as you please. You don't have to be here any particular amount of time.
I love it. We've got a guy out there called These Strange Things. First time he's ever been in my stream. I made him admin, and he told me that. He said, "Wow, first time I've ever been here, and I'm admin now."
I printed a birdhouse this spring, and I put it out, and not one crummy bird has inhabited that birdhouse.
I've never had a bird in a birdhouse ever, even when I was a kid in school making them. And this one I got right here, personally, I think the hole is way too little.
No, it's
And
perfect.
maybe for a hummingbird.
No, that's a sparrow or a wren or something like that. Will
Yeah, I don't
get
know.
in.
Maybe a baby sparrow would fit in there. But in
No.
Vegas, we have sparrows, hummingbirds, and pigeons. And God, I hate pigeons.
Jerry,
They pollute everything.
does it have like little staircases on the inside, or little
Not this one, no.
like a perch deal? On the one
No.
that I made, that Steve Hobo with Wood made, he designed it, and I went ahead and put some on the inside. I can't remember. I think it was Paul. That was telling me about that. Um,
And I've got to add more windows to this. I was working on a video last night and I realized I forgot to do some of the windows. So I've got a print going for Hulk on the X1 Carbon. Rather than doing the legs in resin, I'm doing it in FDM. And I forgot to print some of the pieces. So I have to wait till the print gets done so I can finish the video. This is all HTPLA, the new high temp filament that they came out with Polymaker. And I believe this one came off of Maker World. It's got a
Nice.
string on the top for hanging it, which I wouldn't use. It'd break or it might pull the roof off. So I'm going to have to mount this on a shelf. And I'm going to probably put it out on my side of my gazebo on one of the posts. But I'll
and hope
probably try to get the video finished up for tonight or tomorrow.
that the birds uh, visit it and inhabit it.
Well, the primary reason for making it is to try out the temperature. Till get up to 120 degrees here in Vegas. I want to see how this holds up in the temperature. If
Oh
it
yeah,
melts,
that would be
bangs,
cool.
or what it does. It's supposed to be a new film, one of the two types they came out with. And this one, I had a small booger right there. You can see on that one corner right here, it's discolored.
Yep.
It lifted off the bed. When it was on the back of the bed, it lifted slightly there, and I didn't see it. And I used nanopolymer adhesive on all my beds, on all my printers, and I must not have had enough in that area, and it lifted when I was printing. But it came out really good. So
Yeah, it
I
did.
have
It looks good.
I haven't added hairspray to to my print plate since I got that thing. Um, I don't know.
I have more
Yeah.
trouble getting them off than I do having them stick.
yeah, I just take off a plate, I flex it and pop some.
Yeah.
If it
Yeah.
cools down enough, they'll just loosen up. Hello, Don. How you doing today? Good to see
Oh,
you.
Don.
Oh, Don.
Oh my goodness. Are you going to the airport anytime soon?
Yeah, yeah.
Aren't those cool?
Be careful what we call those on live
Will,
streams.
Yeah, I call
will
them
that ship?
boombalas,
Will that
not
ship
boombalas.
boom us?
Yeah, boombalas I call them.
Yeah. Don't try and take that on a plane.
Right?
No, and it works too. The clock can
Oh,
see
that's
the
cool. The second hand.
yeah,
Yeah, that
and
is
then
so.
it attached with magnets. I put magnets in the back, so
That's awesome. That's awesome. Did you design it, or did you
Yeah.
get it like off of Maker World, or
no, I
What,
designed it.
cool? Cool.
Very easy to design. That's it's
Here's
just
a
a
link.
round
Maybe
shape,
if our maker print want to pop in. Here's a link.
What did you use, Matt?
3D Builder.
I'm not familiar with it at all.
It's a program what you find in Windows 10 and
Okay.
for free.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
one of the. It's like the forerunner from Tinkercad.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
And then I guess Windows 11 they took it away.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah.
You can still download it, but it's hidden on the app side. So
Hey, it's just like I was listening to a computer type guy, and he was saying that even if your computer does not comply with the TMP uh, requirements of Windows 11, you can install Windows, and you don't have to butcher up the registry or anything like that. He went through step by step exactly how to do it, and that was
Yeah.
kind of because
Yeah,
I've got
there's a tech guy on YouTube that does that talks about all the different versions. I used
Yeah.
to listen to him and I followed what he did. And I think I ended up putting them on a USB stick, and I went out and did my other computer in the garage too. They got
Yeah.
Windows 10.
So if you have a computer that is not Windows 11 compliant, go search. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I was really impressed. I was really impressed how easy it was. Also, I've got an Alienware Aurora Revision 4 that I bought in like I don't know 2012 or something like that. That's still running, still good. It's what I stream out in the shop with, and but it's got Windows 10 on it. So basically, Windows 10 is getting ready to. I think October 25th is getting ready to stop being supported by Microsoft. So
Yeah.
I actually need to upgrade it. And it's got like, I don't know, 64 gigabytes of memory and all sorts of gobs of hard drive space. The processor's like a 4200 megahertz processor. I mean, it's a fast, or gigahertz processor. Megahertz, gigahertz. Man, I'm stuck in the retro days, guys. Sorry, but it's a powerful machine. Uh, I'm thinking about doing it to that machine out there for that very reason.
That's
My
one thing that I'm trying to decide is I've got a Dell over here laptop
Dude, you could have had a Dell. I love that commercial.
that was a Windows 8, that I upgraded to Windows 10,
Yeah.
and now it's so bogged down that I can't even stream with it. And
Oh,
I'm
really?
trying to decide if I want to get a new computer or upgrade this one to 11 and
Uh-huh.
maybe do just clean it out and see what happens.
Well, this thing does an in-place upgrade, which keeps
Huh.
all your files and all your data and everything. So it's not even like reinstalling it. But what's the worst case scenario, Paul? It doesn't run. It doesn't run any better. It runs now.
Yeah.
I'll have to look for the URL.
Yeah,
Um,
look for that and shoot
yeah,
it to me. And
I mean, and
Yeah.
then you have to go buy another one. Right? I mean,
yeah,
no big deal. You tried,
yep.
and that's the same thought out there. I figured, you know, maybe I could do that.
How's your Starship coming along, Al?
It's right up there. Motivation, and I've been real lazy lately. Real lazy.
That was a
Motiv-
magazine subscription, right? Where they sent you every couple months. They'd send you a magazine with parts.
Every month they send you a box. Every month they send you a box and they send you the parts. Hold on a second. I'll show you.
You got a P1S, I see.
Yes, I do. I love it too. And they went down on price like a month after I bought it, and it kind of but yeah. So what I do, or what it comes in, comes with a magazine like this. This one happens to be 26. I think this is where I'm at, pretty certain. And of course, it's step by step instructions, um, and it comes with all the parts. Usually, it's a stage of parts like this, and you put together. I really need to set aside some time. I think that's really the problem, is that I have. Let me show you the saucer where I'm at.
How does a magazine subscription work? Do you have to
Every,
commit for the whole thing, or you have to buy a month? How do you
nope,
have to pay for that?
month by month, automatically sends it out. They send out, the stages, like this one's 99 to 102. This
Like
is this
30?
month.
How much is it a month usually?
I beg your pardon.
How much does it cost usually a month?
About $70 a month. is
70. Okay.
yeah, is what it cost. It was a little bit less, and then as they rotated the companies, or the companies got bought, it went up a couple of bucks, but no big deal. But the whole thing, I think, cost me under. I think it was 1,800, give or take,
Wow.
which is a little more than. But I mean, I committed, and I finished it off, and now most of it, I mean, that's left is there in the closet. Let me. Ooh, I just realized. I've got the marble machine sitting here, which I'll just show real quick. This
Real nice.
Sunday I'm going to make a module, because what I did is I made, and I've got to get that off of there, is I made this deal here that'll have a little motor up underneath it. I can't tell where
You're
I'm
doing
at.
great work.
It'll have motor up underneath it, right? So, and then I realized that the one that I built doesn't go in here. So I'm making the part that goes in here, which will be another marble one, and it'll be automated. Basically, it'll run.
Something like that would be perfect for my RF laser. I just have to make the time to start it.
Yes. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go.
I wish there were more days in the week.
Hashtag horizontal surface.
No, this is what this is right here, by the way. Yes. See, there's two kits in here. It's part of the stash.
When I was a kid, I used to build a lot of model cars and dioramas and stuff like that. Hang planes from my ceiling with thread and tacks.
And here it is, guys. This is the saucer. And if I tell you it weighs a ton right now, look at that.
Got
Wow.
like a million lights in it. Well, not probably
Yeah.
hundreds of lights.
Let me see if I can light it up. I don't have the power boxes handy. There we go. This one takes two. And here, let me move this stuff here.
There was another one years ago. I can't remember the company, and I think they went out of business. And people were on eBay looking for different magazines for parts. I
Yeah.
can't remember what it was.
Well, it started as, man, see, I forget too. I think it was Fan Home at first, and then it went to Digostini, and then it went to, no, the last one was Diagostini, I believe. Let me put some light on this.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's been a project. I don't know if I'm just burnt out on it, or if it's just I need to get back on it. That's
It's like working on a puzzle. You bet it's more fun than a puzzle.
yeah. I agree. I agree. I think that's why I have been enjoying my lasers so much. Well, I can't get this on here. Um, because the stuff that I've been making or cutting, I have to figure out how to put together. There we go. That's that one. And then there's another one over here, I believe. I'm trying to get it to where it won't short it out.
So we got metal and plastic, right, on different
Yeah,
parts.
yeah, but mostly
Aluminum.
metal. Let's see, there's a switch somewhere. There we go. So let me see if I can hold these two and flip it over. Let's see. Let me see if I can. And I'll just hold it up here like this. And I'm having problems with lights right
Oh,
now because see those right there aren't lit. It's probably
yeah.
because this deal that I've got isn't, or maybe I unplugged it or did something to it, or maybe
How big around is that saucer section? About 18
it's
inches or so?
it's about it's about 20 inches, 20
Oh,
inches
wow.
wide.
Nice.
Yeah, 20 inches wide by 20 by 17.
Wow, it's amazing.
Do, 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 do. And like
Very
I
cool.
said, not all the lights are on because this battery pack's uh, not connecting right or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I do need to get back on this. I need to make it a. I don't know if I should do it as a weekly thing, you know. But I've been enjoying the retro so much, and and then the Saturday stuff. I mean the Sunday stuff. And it's good enough for now.
Well, you guys, Paul and Al, you guys are both retired, right?
I'm
I'm not.
retired.
I'm
Al's still part of the working world.
I'm still well.
He pays into Social Security so I can
Yeah,
live.
there you go. I'm paying into Social Security. One of the things I've been doing also in my retro stuff is troubleshooting this schematic here,
You Cybertech.
and it's a 1946. I don't have it with me, but 1946 radio, tube radio. It's called an All American Five.
The monkey
Five
one.
five tubes and no power transformer, and of course a bunch of capacitors and stuff. But I think. See if I can find
Back when
it.
TVs never got stolen, if your house got broken into, they're too heavy to
Right?
carry.
Let me see if I can find a picture just real quick.
Yeah, I remember when I was real little. I'm 61 now. Montgomery Ward. One time I was in there when I was real little. When we first moved to Vegas, where they had live models closing clothes. They were real people, and I only remember that one time vaguely when I was real little.
Cool.
You live right in Vegas, Jerry?
Yeah, I'm on the top of the valley.
Oh, okay.
It's like a big bowl, and
Yep.
the mountains all the way around, and I'm up over by Ellis Air Force Base. If Las Vegas was to ever flood, I'd still be alive. I'm up on, like I say, I'm up top. When I was a little kid, I always wondered if the dam broke, it's going to flood Vegas, but actually, it would go a different direction, and there's not enough water that would hurt Vegas anyway. It's just about done.
Yeah, Lake Mead is really low, isn't it?
Yeah. What's sad about that is that the landscape is not real deep. I mean, it's deep, but it's gradually goes out. So as it dries, I mean, when I was a teenager, I'd go jump off the cliffs to go swimming. I haven't been out to the lake in many years, but that's probably miles away from the water now. Let me
Well,
share that.
we were in Las Vegas. It's
I'm gonna,
been a long, probably 20 years ago, and the tubes on the backside of the dam, you could see, I don't know, just guessing, maybe 8 feet of them. Well, now I saw a picture the other day that they're like 30 feet
yeah,
down.
yeah. Back in the '80s, the water was at the spillways clear at the top of the dam, and they
Yep,
were dumping it as fast as they could so it wouldn't overflow. You want me to
yep.
share that screen now?
Yeah, just real quick, and this is the radio that I'm working on right now. It's a 1946 tube, like I said. Um, it's probably in as good a shape as this one that I'm showing you. This is, I guess, in the Radio Museum archives. But I got it to fire up yesterday, or at least the filaments, the light. But I still need to work a bunch on the underside of it, the capacitors and stuff. But anyway, that's all I wanted to
Oh,
show you.
cool.
That's what that schematic was that I was showing you. That's what I'm doing on Fridays. And computers are part of that too. I started working on a 486. Basically, I put it together, got a processor in there, got it to boot up, then put memory in, and then worked my way to the hard drive, and then put a floppy in there. And so, but then that kind of went off a little bit and went to radios, which is even more retro than retro computers.
Was that
But
capacitor bad that you had mentioned that was the wax was starting to leak out of it?
yeah, I think I cut it and did a test on it. Yeah, yeah, and it was like really low value. Um, and what's wild is I don't know. It doesn't have to be precise, exact, right on, but it definitely has to be at least close to the original value. You know, so I don't
Now
know. I think
you can't find the repair schematic on that.
there it is, right
That's
there.
it, huh?
That's it. Yeah,
So it got all the voltages and all that on
it
it.
does. It does. Yeah, but the only thing
Oh, okay.
you
I
said
thought that was a blow up of that one that you said was on the inside.
no. I actually ended up finding it.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
the oops, the values are there. Like see that one there.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Anyway, all I have, there we go. See, that says 20 microfarads, or is it? I'm sure it's microfarads. It's got to be microfarads.
Yeah.
But but it also has point 20. So is it point 0.2 microfarads? And then I don't know if it's a 600 volt, 400 volt, or what. But I figure just little by little, I can go through the schematic, and check it. I really probably just need to check voltages first, and then
You
maybe
know
that.
the you know the 12SK7? They look like little ice cream cones.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Where is it? Where is it?
Where you had it on the bottom. On the
Oh yeah,
bottom.
those are all the filaments.
Hey, Ladybug. How
Hello,
you guys
ladybug.
doing? Hope you're having
Those
fun
are
at the
all the
show.
filament voltages, and that's the neat thing about the All American fives and All American sixes. The filament voltages are
Oh,
are
we
in.
got Moo Hugs in chat. Hello, Moo Hugs.
Oh, hello, Moo Hugs.
Hey, moo hugs.
Filaments are in series, so it actually uses the line voltage and then it drops. The voltage drops across each filament, boop, 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 like that. So yeah, and it doesn't need a transformer or power transformer. So yeah, and again, I'll just self promote. That's what we did Friday night on my channel. We went through and changed a couple of tubes and started to troubleshoot the system. But I was 2 hours into it, and we decided to call it quits. But anyway, that's a 1946 radio.
Wow.
It's been fun. It's been fun. All right, hello, Moo Hugs.
Howdy, howdy. Welcome in.
Moo Hugs wants to point, I believe. The previous stream, she was out there in the shop because she was visiting, and she found this pointer. And as I was talking, she kept using it and pointing, and it wasn't even anything to do with what I was talking about. But she was pointing, man. She was just getting in there and pointing. And
Yep. Yeah, everybody's always welcome to self-promote when they come on the channel. If it's hobby related, that is, on what we're working on, what
Well,
you're doing.
I'm all over the place, like I said.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent 7 hours one day watching Al tear apart pallets, and that's my claim to fame. I gave him all those viewing hours.
That's right. That's right. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I remember I was on a job site one time. I was a forklift driver, and somebody came in and he had a nice shiny white hard hat on and a nice shiny safety jacket on. He's like, "Yeah, such and such told me to come here and get all these pallets." Like, no, he didn't. Get the blankety blank out of here, because I'm the forklift driver. I know what goes where and who you are, and he was a little too clean for my liking. In other words, I knew he didn't fit in. If you're going to come on a job site and try to fit in, let's dirty up your hard hat and your jacket a little bit. Have on dirty work boots. Don't come, real too clean. That is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been actually rearranging a lot of stuff in here because we're moving. As you can see, the little
Thank you.
cupboard what I had there went upstairs,
Hello,
and
Steve. How you
that
doing?
thing's gonna go. And I got tons of filament in. I mean, literally all of that on the bottom right there. There's off with filament. Then I have over here filament inside, and a whole bunch of filament in that corner.
Jeez.
Nice.
I got like probably maybe 150 rolls.
Hello from Dave, Terry, and
Total.
Kenny. They're all at Midwest Rep Rap right now. Kenny shared me some pictures earlier, which I'll show here in a couple minutes. And Terry and Dave are there. They got a booth set up, I believe. I thought Scott was going to drop in earlier, but he could be busy with the dragsters right now at the show. But at some point, I'm sure somebody will try to scream and drop in.
Good.
Mm.
Let me
Hey,
find
Matt.
Yeah?
And you never have enough filament, right?
No. I run out already.
Consuming it.
What kind
Consuming
of
it.
stuff do you print, Matt?
What I print, well, I can't talk about this. It's a government
primarily
project.
lithophanes.
Yeah, mainly lithophanes, but
Oh, okay.
right now I have a different project what I'm doing for a government, and that's it. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, the point I wanted to make is no matter what filament I have or how much filament I have,
Please
I
follow or like, or this will go off.
never have.
Beep 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 beep. Oh, too late.
We can see what your government project is, Matt.
Yeah.
No.
He's making bombs for the government.
Good. Careful on what we call these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call them
yeah.
boombalas.
Yeah.
Boombalas.
Okay.
Boombalas.
Boombala.
Red things. How's that?
Yeah. It's 3D printed. I designed it myself, and I just attached a clock to it, an alarm clock, and I just glued the TPU in the back of the clock.
Now, do you have that clock alarm go off every once in a while just to panic people?
Yeah, sure. My wife doesn't panic, so
Oh,
she knows it's not real.
See. Share screen. Okay, here we go. Kenny sent me these earlier. Here's a picture of Kenny at Midwest Rep Festival and Sam Prentice.
Here, girl.
His eyes, man, his eyes are like huge.
There's Terry, Dave, and Sam. He's filming for an interview right there.
Oh, Lee Marie's in there too, next to
There's
them.
Kenny with Dave and Terry. Ladybug is in chat right now. At least she was. And let's see. Let me get the audio working on this so you can hear it. Now I gotta. Let me restart that.
We might hear an echo again. We have gray
Yeah,
screen now.
that happened the other day. I forget what was. Oh yeah, the other day when I forget what
Gray
caused that.
screen.
Huh?
Gray screen. We see nothing on screen. Oh, now it's better.
Okay. Yeah, that happens with this EV Mux program. When I share a screen, when I come out of it, everything will be gray, and I got to start clicking buttons. That echo you were talking about, I heard that last week. I rewatched my stream, and it was really loud. And I don't know. I forget what it was that caused that. But that
there's
was loud.
Klondike out there in the chat.
Hey, Sean, how you doing today?
No, I will not take that to an airport. Trust me. Somebody in Germany wants to have one,
Let's
and I
see,
said
share
you have
video.
to print it out yourself and do one for yourself. And the thing is, I think I will get in a lot of trouble if I put that through the post.
Let's see, share.
Hey, Klondike.
No, I don't know if audio is going to play or not, but I'll try it. You tell me if you can hear it.
Everybody else.
Yeah, can hear it.
I don't know where I'd like to be this weekend with Murph for sure. Stuck here at the store, but that's okay. I'll hopefully be able to join in on chat today. Been knocking out a bunch of jobs this week. I have some in back. Customer doesn't want me to show, but otherwise we're knocking out different print jobs. We got out a bunch of repairs this week. Still have some left up here. Guy had 3 of his bamboos get hit by a surge, so one of them is still not working out too well for us. This guy brought his extruder in a bucket cart and couldn't figure it out. And then
Let me stop sharing that
like
for a
4
minute.
others the
We got
same.
Terry popping in.
Gray screen.
Where'd she go? I stopped the video so I could pull her up full screen, and she dropped off.
We have gray screen.
Ladybug, if you can hear me, pop back in. I was going to full screen you.
We have gray screen again.
Okay, is it back?
Yep.
Okay, I pulled it back out. Let's see if she pops back in.
Well, I hate to run, but I got to go start dinner.
Okay,
All
Paul.
right, Paul.
All right. What's for
Thank you
cooking?
very much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
see you
I've
tomorrow.
enjoyed it. I'll see you later, Al.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll probably be there. I don't think I got
We
any
got-
family
We
coming
got
over. Yet.
lots of stuff to put together, Paul. Look at that.
Oh man. Hey, do you have any of these little glue bottles like that?
No, but I probably need some.
I'll tell you. See how tiny how tiny that point is?
I love it. Yes.
I got that at Michael's, and they were like 3 for $4 or something.
I need to get some.
And it's perfect.
Off of Amazon.
Oh yeah, they probably got them on Amazon. Yeah.
Right now, I'm using these though.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're super. You know, I've wondered about taking those and trying to fill this with super glue, and I wondered if it would stay or if it would hard.
Yeah, as long as you don't get moisture or right, isn't it moisture? Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
I think it should be okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying to
might
find.
try it with one because I've got I shop the same place you shop for that stuff.
They've got bigger containers, Paul, too, of these, so you don't have to squeeze each one. And I had one. I guess I got tired of it not working and I threw it out. But
I've got
yep,
a boatload of those.
I get them in the 10 pack.
Yeah, I do too.
But
I got a gallon of glue out in the garage, wood glue, and half of it dried up. Or actually, it's probably got a film on it. So I went to tip it over and I got nothing. But I know
Yeah,
it's got to be good. That air probably just dried up the top layer.
yeah,
Gary,
probably. Yeah.
I had one that I don't know had been out there 4 or 5 years, and I added a little water one time and shook it up and made it a little better and stuff, and it still worked great. But this last year, this last winter, man, it turned orange,
Oh,
hard orange. Just the whole thing. Yeah, you could tell it wasn't the milky glue look. It was
yeah.
a gel.
Hmm.
Yeah, it got thrown away, and it was about a half a gallon too.
So then I went on Amazon and bought a little bottle of Tite Bond. But these don't have a safety cap in the lid. At least this one didn't. Because when it came out with the delivery, it was popped open and it was all over the bag. It was
Oh,
covered
Yeah,
everywhere.
you were the one that was saying, don't they have a little deal underneath there? Yeah.
yeah.
So
Hey,
I
Dave.
contacted Amazon, complained about it. They let me have it for free and keep it. And I just wiped it off and kept using it. But that wasn't the reason I complained. It's like, what if I would have had other stuff in the same package? It would have been covered in glue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Something they need to look at.
Hey, my buddy Dave Gatton is out there. Hey, Dave.
Hello, Dave. Who?
Dave,
Hey,
who?
how you doing today?
Yeah, did you see his video on CNC is not real woodworking?
You
Yeah, I
know,
did. That done a really good job on the video. And any kind of woodworking is woodworking. I worked construction for many years. I don't make furniture, but I can use a skill saw. I got a hammer and nails. I have a nail gun. I am a woodworker when I'm working with wood. It doesn't
Exactly.
have to be working with, to chisel and a hammer and making a boat, making a ship, doing something they did hundreds of years ago. Things are different nowadays.
That's
Modern
right.
woodworkers have it easy.
If
Well,
you're
not
using wood,
here.
it's woodworking.
Yeah, it's still woodworking.
That's right. Well, I'll see you later. I got to go make dinner.
Take care, my
right?
friend.
Yeah,
Bye, Paul.
Paul.
Okay. Take
Fine.
care. Thanks for having me on.
Yep, you're always welcome.
Okay. Talk to you later, Al.
All right, Paul. Bye bye.
Harbor Freight Super Glue, dirt cheap. Have not
Yeah,
tried super glue from there.
yeah, it works. It works great. All the projects that I've done, Jerry, are using that.
But I usually buy super glue with activator, so when I'm doing different projects, like my models, I glue them together and use activator. But I've got two bottles in the garage that dried up on me. It's like, oh my god, the glue's not cheap, and I hate having to buy more. So I was down at Lowe's the other day, and I was trying to find the kind of glue that everybody's using on their projects. I'm not sure if it was, I don't remember what it was. When you put down blue tape and on both sides, you stick down your project on your CNC. I
Yep.
use super glue activator to stick it. But I
Hmm.
know there's a different stuff people use where they buy it in a larger bottle and they have it at Home Depot and Lowe's. And I'm not sure what that's called. It's in a much larger bottle at a better price, and you don't have to use activator. You can just wait a few minutes, give it time to dry, or make activator, I believe, with IPA.
Yeah. I don't know for sure. Um, I
I need to go
know.
back. Go ahead.
I know Jack in the Shop has been talking to me about activator when I make some activator because I'm constantly having the issue with the glue without any activator, and I almost bought some glue and activator. the other day. I guess you could make some.
I used to buy 2P10, and then they quit making it during the pandemic, and I went to a different brand, and I forget the other brand. It's here somewhere.
Zotec.
It stinks quite a bit. Well, it has an oily smell to it.
The giveaway, what we're doing now, is it for US only?
Yeah, this one
Yeah,
here.
yeah, that's for US only.
That's
Zotec.
what I switched to. Let me go back and share the video.
Yeah, they're back, aren't they?
Let's finish the video.
Got a Max that's already the cables broke. We verified that here's the break. Start looking out for cable problems on these. Mine are running strong. I haven't had any problems. X Max 3. What other printers down there? Still waiting on parts for this task. And then here's all the printers I'm waiting for people to pick up, which is getting overwhelming. It'd be really nice if I get people to come pick up a bunch of them this week.
Hey, Don, Captain
Bamboos
Kern, God
all over the
Jedi.
place. There's two other ones. Get those fixed. Shit, this X-Max out. That thing's taking up space. Got an X1C that's been here for like 3 months. The guy has till the end of the month to come pick that up. Let's see. Can't show you the print jobs going back here, but I got print jobs going. What else? Finally got my wash and cure station working mostly. Everything kept having pump issues. It would drain the entire alcohol tank and not filled up. So that's working. Back in business with resin. Doing more of these cages, cage extenders. So this is my hot area here. Let's see. Say hi, Jerry. Printed a bunch of flags since we have a red, white, and blue color this year. That came out nice. Like I said, these Cobras are still working awesome. I got another one. I just don't have room for it yet. Let's see.
No, the chair's a fantasy lab.
I wish I had that much filament in my home.
We're emptying out the mall store, so we got one fixture here.
That is just.
We will be bringing the other fixture here soon.
I'm assuming this is his business, right?
Yeah, it's Trevor in Florida. Trevor, the Mark 3D.
Literally got till the end of the month.
He usually does full screen. I don't know why he has his camera turned sideways, but
filling this back up with all the minis. We do, I believe it's Zoo 3D, maybe Zoo. I don't know. We sell a lot of those minis, so we're stacking them up over here as well. Of course, Flexi Factory. They've got nice bin systems to put all the extra prints in. Run through those. Filament stashed everywhere. And we'll bring over probably 3 or 4 more of these drawer systems. We actually got these Victoria's Secret. They work really well. Easily configurable, and then you can engrave these little labels.
yeah, they're tearing down the mall where he has his other store at. So they had to move everything out.
Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to hop on today. We're gonna try. It's just me again as usual, so we will hopefully be slow enough I can hop on. I'll talk to y'all later.
Well, I appreciate it, Trevor, if you're in chat. Very cool. Like when he sends me his updates and what he's got going on.
Gray screen.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Sorry, guys. For some reason, every time that happens.
So look what I found. This is a roll of. Of course, can't cut it right. Here we go. Show you this.
Well, I'm sure glad the noise box is leaving me alone now. Oh, good, you fell asleep.
Look at this. These are bulbs. I guess Christmas tree bulbs, right?
Uh-huh.
$8
Yard sale?
at that Amazon store or whatever it is. I hope they work.
Okay.
They
You
look
gotta
like
plug
they're
in?
old.
Yeah, we'll see. I've got a string outside, and I'm going to plug in and see if that works. And then I went ahead and found this for $8.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what what it would normally run, but I got a light because I needed a light the other day. Excuse me, for to look at the radio circuit closer. Guess I could look it up and try to figure out how much it goes for. But I figured $8 for each one. Eh,
Yeah, that's not bad.
anyway.
Any of my other maker friends want to drop in? Here's a link.
Yeah, I made this too. I made 3 of them filament holder spools.
How long did that take to print out?
3.5 hours.
Yeah, good.
Printed like
And
that.
face, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna. Nice.
And I got commercial use for it too. But I don't know. I don't think many people will buy filament holders.
In about
Right.
15 minutes, we're going to give away a roll of Ziltech filament. It'll be U.S. only, lower 48 states. So, including people here in chat. Well, Matt can't get in, but Al can get in on
Oh,
it. Just go to the
Awesome.
pin post and chat, fill it out, and we'll do the drawing here in about 15 minutes. Must be present to win. That's from Ziltech.com.
hey, Lily.
And then after that drawing, I'll get it set up for the second drawing, which will be Polymaker, and we'll do that drawing later for roll Polymaker.
My elephant hunting dog wants to be on my lap.
Your little dog?
Oh, no. I thought you were
Elephant hunting dog.
Yeah.
She hunts elephants, you know.
Oh, little Chihuahua?
Yeah, little chihuahua. Well, little fat chihuahua.
Ankle biter.
She looks like a big Chihuahua.
Yeah. She's a deer head chihuahua, and she's quite a bit overweight.
Yeah.
That's the elephant, you know.
No, go.
Yes, Lily. She just wants snacks. Because she's on a diet, she constantly wants snacks.
Oh,
That's not the magic word. Yes, you can have some in your dreams. Hey, if Daddy's on a diet, you will be on a diet. I'm sorry.
oh.
Fair's fair.
Don't say that because Daddy's got to go on a diet too. So
Yeah.
my dog ain't going on a diet.
Hey, you got a nice slim chihuahua. My chihuahua would not fit through a door.
Right? Right? Yeah, she weighs about 5 pounds, I think. She's actually a Pomeranian, but
All right.
they kind of look the same. They kind of look a lot the same in the face and stuff. They have eyes and ears and anyway.
Of course, I hope your dog have eyes and ears.
But
Yeah. I think I have to give her some snacks, otherwise she's not gonna leave me alone.
Yeah, I got to run more material tests on my 40-watt RF laser because I hate if I cut something close to the left side. Of course, it's going to cut out really nice. But if I cut something on the other end, because the laser beam is further away, being bounced off the mirror, I have to change my settings because it won't cut all the way through. So I've got to, work with it.
how big of a area are you talking about? 12 by 12?
Let me measure real quick. Watch out, doggy.
Oh, God, I keep yawning.
What time is it over there, Matt?
Should be almost 9, I think. 9:07.
24 by 16.
9 in the evening.
Yeah, so it's 6 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
Of me, anyway. What was that, Jerry? For what?
24 by 16.
24 by 60. That's pretty big. What type of laser you say? Or
It's my Haltian 40-watt RF laser.
RF laser?
It's a
That's the
CO2
one you just
gantry.
got a little while ago, right?
It's a CO2. Yeah, I had it for about 2 years now. It's a
Oh.
CO2 gantry, but it has a metal tube, not a glass tube. So it's air cooled. That has fans on it rather than water and chiller.
Cool. Didn't you just get some type of RF printer here a while back?
No, the UV printer I wish I had.
Oh, I thought you just got one. I thought you just got one like
Not
man, has it
recently.
been 2 years?
No, I've got the Raleigh. That's my 10. What is that? A 2030? No, it's a 1020 with a switch on it. And then I've got a 60-watt Galvo laser for doing coins and stuff, metal.
Yeah, well, okay. I thought it was an RF printer, but it does matter. It's
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I would have reviewed the new one, but they didn't contact me. And after I've seen everybody's videos, I contacted them. They're like, well, you'd have to get a hold of this person. and this person never got a hold of me. But anyway, whatever. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had somebody do something at one time with filament or something, and it was like, "Hey, Al, this is perfect fit for you. You're in education and this and that." Contacted the person and never heard anything back. It was like, "Oh, okay, fine."
Most of the time, you got to bug companies and bug people. Sometimes, if your channel's large enough, they contact you. Usually, you have to do all the legwork and try to figure out who to contact, let them know
Yeah,
what you do or
yeah.
what you're willing to do for them if they do something for you. If you work together.
Well, I'm willing to do stuff. I just, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, no more.
So did my filament application thing went through. Awesome.
I want to get ready to do the drawing, so Nikita, stop. We round up all the names, close the drawing. Going to be giving away a roll of Ziltech filament, USA only, lower 48 states. Must be present to win. Pin post to the top of Twitch and top of YouTube. If you want to get in on drawing, please do so now. I'm going to close it here in just a minute. Currently have 19 responses.
Everybody's waiting for the Polymaker giveaway.
Going to copy all my names over.
Oh.
Wow, I'm surprised. 3D Medic Vince must be at the show. He's not in. He's not in on the drawing. He's always in the drawing every week. Copy him over. No, that's not right. What happened here? Let's see.
Oh,
Oh.
I hear a moo hugs.
Yeah, chat can't hear you. I don't see your camera working.
Oh, oh, no
Oh,
makeup.
you want to come on like that? Okay. Well, you're in the back room. Chat can't hear you, but we can.
Well, why did you go in, Moo? Oh, okay. No, you don't. No, you don't. That Jerry, that's moo hugs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She. No,
No.
no.
No. People in chat are wondering who are you guys talking to?
Yeah, yeah. Who are we talking to?
I don't think they can hear in chat.
No, they can't.
What's a nice option is that when somebody comes to the back room, you don't have to sit there for 15 minutes waiting on the host to see you. You can say, "Hey, I'm down here. Let me in." They can just
I'm
talk.
here. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Let me share my screen. We're
There's
ready
moo
for
hugs.
drawing.
Hey, moo hugs. Moo
Okay.
hugs is the Vanna White of my channel. She's the one with the pointer.
You don't want to be on camera? All right. No, I'm serious. If Al ever fixes up the Mustang, you'd be a perfect pinup model. Sit on the hood, and we'll take pictures. So anyway, I
Yep.
made that comment last week. I think it was.
Right now, there's no hood on it, so that could be a little precarious.
All righty, here's our wheel, everybody. We've got 19 people entered. Third person in chat, give me a number between 10 and 20 so I can mix up the The names.
Number blue.
3. Oh, in the chat.
Third person in chat. Then we're going to be drawing for one roll of Ziltech filament. It'll be lower 48 states. In the U.S., must be present to win. So once we draw a winner, you'll say something in chat. Let's see. Here we go. 1, 2. SBC 3D said 7. We'll just do 7. Don't have to be between 10 and 20. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once we have a winner, stop, dog. Please leave me alone. Here's another cracker. Go away.
You have to bribe her for crackers. She's
Yeah,
driving you crackers, I tell you, for the crackers.
Anyway, here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everyone.
I can hear the drum roll, but not playing through the chat. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Oh yes! Stop! 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 No!
No!
No! No!
Timor 714. Are you in chat? Congratulations. You want to roll a filament from Ziltech.
Timor says, yes, yes, yes!
Say something in chat. Timor 714.
Congratulations, Timor. Congratulations.
You might be not in.
Oh,
Timor 714.
Yep,
Please
there he
say
is.
something in chat.
Yeah, there he
he
is.
said thanks. He said thanks. He's
Yes,
there.
I see him. I see him.
Yep.
Can't wait for it to pop up. There he is. Okay.
Yep.
Right here.
Yep.
Nope, that's Moo Hugs. Right there, Timor.
Yep.
Yeah, I threw my email in chat. Go to ziltech.com, pick out a type of filament, and email me your mailing address here in the U.S., lower 48 states, and I will let my rep know, and they'll get it mailed out to you Monday. Congratulations. Let me write that down.
Congrats, Timor.
You're in the United States, Timor, right?
Good question.
And if you're not in the United States, you'll have to go to a USA address.
Which would be my address, right?
So you can send it to me to England, right?
No, not Ziltech.
Oh.
Lower 48 states.
No, I mean Kilroy. He can send it over to me.
That's
Sure,
not
if you
too much.
pay for the shipping, indeed.
Sure, can I pay you in 25.25?
It is 2025.
No, 25.25.
Okay.
Sure.
They are in the U.S.
In 300 years' time, I will pay you.
Oh,
Gray screen. We
Oh,
got
yeah.
gray screen.
There we go.
there we are. I got you 25 in the year 25.
Exactly. That's why I got it.
Let me get the next drawing set up here. Give me a minute.
All right.
I listen to that song quite often
I
sometimes.
hear you.
It's a funny song,
It is. It is.
but it kind of tells the evolution of mankind almost, I think.
And the 60s, the
Yeah.
plight of the 60s as far as mankind and how they're going to blow themselves up and yeah. That's why I loved, still do actually, the Time Machine, the original one,
Yeah,
because it
it's a
showed.
classic.
Yes, it showed the different changes and how stuff. If you sit there and think about it, 20 years later, what your environment looks like, very, very creative.
Just go outside, take a picture of your backyard or where you live, and take it from the same position every day, and then do it for 20 years, and then put it all together in a big video.
Yeah.
I like how people have done that on YouTube with videos of either their weight or their appearance. They'll take
Yes.
a picture every week, and after like 20 years, they run it together in a program
Yeah. Amazing.
like time lapse. Well, it is time lapse. Take a photo, and you just drop in your editor, and automatically makes it a movie.
Mhm.
Is my wife still in chat?
I guess
don't know.
Moo Hugs dropped out of the the
Yeah, she was
backstage.
there. Okay, the Polymaker giveaway is live. It'll be the same link on Twitch and YouTube. We'll be drawing in probably about an hour for one roll of Polymaker filament. Must be present to win. That'll be worldwide. That will be a gift card worth $35 towards your larger order or towards the filament dryer or whatever you want. Polymaker has some of the best filament on the planet, every possible type and color you can possibly think of. And yeah, they're a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful company. And I thank them so much for allowing me every week to give away a roll of filament to all you guys.
Oh, and I'm allowed to enter Polymaker giveaways now.
Repost which link here? The giveaway link? Um, okay. Here's the giveaway link in chat.
We have to do it each time, right?
Yeah, because I deleted all the names from before.
Okay. So if you have entered, you need to enter again.
Yeah, if you entered because you might be world. If you entered for USA only, once I repost it for worldwide, you got to re-enter it. Because I changed the wording and I restarted the same link.
Yeah, I just entered 2.
As a matter
I
of
feel like
fact,
I feel lucky today.
Do you feel lucky?
Yep. I almost wanted to say punk. Yes, I feel
Yeah,
lucky.
I know. It was in between my teeth too. Because he kind of, do you feel lucky?
Punk. Yeah.
Do you? Now you might be thinking,
Dirty Harry is it from, right?
yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
You might be thinking, has he got
are you,
Most
settled?
young people don't know about
are
Dirty
you feeling
Harry and
lucky,
all that.
punk? That's what he said, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yes. Oh, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, he's now in his 90s.
Hmm.
Oh god, he looks a little bit frail now.
Yeah.
Just like Gene Hackman just passed away here recently. He didn't even look like the Gene Hackman from back from the I can't remember the name of the movie, but anyway, all the stuff that Gene Hackman's done, you know.
Yeah, people get old and frail if they live long enough.
Yeah, yeah.
And then a chef I watch all the time, Anne Morrell, just passed away at 55. She had
Well,
white hair, punked up, and I guess she's died a few days ago. It's a shame.
well,
I enjoyed watching her on different cooking shows.
Anybody wants to join us? Make us what we know.
and I did see that, Jerry. I know exactly who you're talking about too. Which I didn't exactly know the person, but yet,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's done a lot of stuff on Food Network.
Yeah. I wasn't ever aware of it until, it happened. I read up a little bit on it. Yep.
I seen her on Facebook, but I always wait till I seen more than one post on Facebook to make sure it's not BS, because you never know what to believe on Facebook. So try to see it from a reputable source, like your local news agency or something, and then I usually share it.
I have to check what's going on in the back garden. My dog keeps barking.
Been streaming for an hour and 28 minutes, got 45 people watching, and I'm really shocked we only have 3 people on camera. But it always picks up, so I have faith. It always picks up. We'll get more people drop in. And then I got the birdhouses here that I'm working on a video for. The HTPLA Polymaker. Here's one of them. When I filmed the video on this, I was gluing different parts together, and I realized that I need to reprint more of these windows where my thumb is. I need one for that side. And this little one up here I need one for that side, but I'm not going to put one in the front. Obviously, a bird might perch there and crawl through. A bird could walk in the bottom. But the filament came out great. The
I
first
think the
story,
bottom one is a feeder and the top one is a nesting box.
well, I don't like bird feeders because it draws ants and pigeons. And I hate pigeons. They're flying rats. All they do is poop on everything. So I won't be, I don't think I'll be feeding the birds.
Mm.
Um, this filament down here is different than the top filament. These are two different colors, two different gradients. Then I've got green and red. It's all the HT filament.
Can't really tell on camera either, Jerry.
Um, the bottom filament has red in it right here where my thumb is, and you won't see the red in the top, the one up here. It's got like a turquoise and a red, and that's not in this other filament. And here's a small one my wife had picked out. And to get access to the inside, you remove that key on the back with rod pulls right out. And here we go. You got Scott with Edge of 3D. Hey Scott, how you doing?
Hey, I hope you guys can hear me. I can't hear you, but I'm going to try to switch the camera around here.
And he's gone.
Quick, yeah. Hold on, let me see
All right. Yeah, the internet, they get so many
if you
people.
can hear me. But right here next to my booth is the Index guys. So say hi, Index guys. That's my booth there. New makers, print kits, which is also Cocoa Press. And then we have some makers here. Are you able to hear me, Jerry? Give me a thumbs
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
Jerry, or okay. All right, you guys can hear me then. So, more makers. Chibi Army Group. This is the guy that feeds us every year. He cooks jambalaya for everybody. Just more makers. Death Racers, Dragsters. This is Maddie's Craft Corner, which is Tripod's daughter. So that's Maddie right there. Say hi, Maddie. And then here's Tripod. Say hi, Tripod.
Hi, Tripod.
Tripod listens. He says hi. That's Sam Prentice, for anybody that doesn't know. That's Sam's booth. This is this guy right here. I'm not sure who he is, but this is Mrs. Chris Riley, and we all go to this stream to watch her. But this is Chris Riley, Chris's basement. That's his booth there. Proto Pasta. This is the Offset Maker Lab guys, which they do all kinds of interesting, cool stuff.
Nice.
And this is all their space over here where they work on Death Racers and Dragsters and print parts. This is Jason Prius. Say hi, Jason. And this is some of Jason's amazing work. Kind of like what Matt does.
Nice.
Oh, in color too.
Yeah.
This is
made with paper or
3D Printing World.
Oh, you can hear us. Forgot.
Not sure who that is over there. More makers. More maker space. ePax 3D, which is printer stuff. This is Steve of Steve Builds. Also the Moron guy. Jerry Stream.
Oh, there we are.
So,
Hi, everyone.
I don't know if they can hear you or not. You got to talk to my ears.
Talk to the air.
Yeah. Jerry gave you a thumbs up. So, STL Denise, that's her husband Rich. This is one of the Offset Maker Lab guys. This is the better half of Edutech. And this is Little Edutech, also known as Tristan. And he's been going around the building all day long on that Offset Maker bike.
Awesome.
There's some big prints. I don't know who they belong to. They're just sitting out here.
Yeah, those are nice.
LDO Motors.
Howdy.
And that'll be the box turtle.
Yep.
That'll be a Trident with a box turtle.
Nice.
That would be a Micron. And that's a V0. That is a 2.4 with the stealth changer system. And more Jason stuff. I don't know where Jason's at. Who knows? There's Jason right there. Say hi, Jason. LDO Motors. And more makers, local maker stuff here. Down the middle aisles, this is just more maker stuff. This thing here is really cool. It's here every year. I don't know who it belongs to, but it's awesome to look at. It's like a mini globe. Down the middle aisle is mostly makers, but we're going to go find somebody that everybody on here knows. Or at least we're going to find his booth.
Joe Telling.
Yeah, Kenny.
Here's his stuff.
Kenny
That'll tell you whose booth we're at. Give me a thumbs up if you know who this is.
Nice.
And there he is right there. Zany Maker Zach in the house.
Hey, Zach.
right now?
Yeah.
Live on Jerry's. And this is Zany Maker's after hours where he does cage dancing.
Oh, wow.
So if you've ever been to the bar that's got the cage dancers, come down here tonight, get you a bottle, and we're going to have some zanies dancing in the cage.
Woo-hoo, there he is.
Let's go around and see who else we can find that you guys might know. There's just all kinds of stuff here down these middle aisles. They're clear full.
Did you run
That's
into
actually kind of scary.
Kenny's there somewhere. Oh, wow.
This guy here's got droids, but it looks like R2-D2's laying over on his back for some reason. But he's got big droids that have been running around here all day.
Oh, nice.
A 3D printed chair and table. Some 3D printers, I think they're for sale. And this is Print Talk After Dark. I'm not sure what they do. More maker stuff. More maker stuff over here. More maker stuff over here. Don't know what everybody's hollering about now. This is Zombie Hedgehog's booth.
Nice.
Yeah, I
don't know where Zombie's at,
I just saw a.
but this is all zombie stuff.
Very cool.
This is the world famous Pez Liz. Say hi, Pez Liz.
Hi, Pez Liz.
And that's Mrs. Dragon.
Hello.
That's K2 Kevin.
Okay, Kevin.
There's that what's that guy's name? He's on Twitch. Yeah. He has filaments that's got his name on it somewhere. Oh, Hedgehog. That's it. Hedgehog right there. And if you've ever heard of the Tube hot end, that's Luke from Luke's Laboratory. Say hi, Luke.
Hi. And Pika.
Huh?
And the Pika for bamboo.
Okay, and the Pika for Bamboo.
Tell
Say hi to Jerry Stream.
Hello.
This is RS Makes.
Hi.
You see him on the stream every now and then commenting.
Hey, Scott. Tell K2 Kevin.
This is one of the most famous people in all of the building, Mr. Layer by Layer. And he has some really cool maker coins. You pick out the center of your maker coin, and then you pick out two different sides.
Build it yourself.
I can get my camera on it here. You pick out the two different sides, and then you hand it to him what you want. And watch this.
He presses it together. Oh my God! High precision impact.
All right.
And there you go. One of a kind custom maker coin. Nobody else is doing that.
Wow.
You got your two different parts, you got your center part, and then you have a one of a kind custom maker coin, and I'm keeping this one. Thank you, Steve.
Awesome.
So just more stuff here. Rob, Tiny Belt. Say hi to everybody over on Jerry's stream. You're live on Jerry's stream.
Jerry Stream.
So everybody say hi to Rob. Rob Mink, Tiny Belt. He's got all kinds of tiny belts all over around here. Look at this. Not a real tiny belt. This is a medium belt. This is a bigger medium belt. That's a broken tiny belt. That's a tiny belt printing waffles. Look at that. Breakfast.
Waffles. Awesome.
There's another tiny belt. Baby Belt Pro. Or excuse me, Baby Belt. I keep calling them tiny belts, but Tiny belt doesn't exist anymore. Baby belt. There's one print hanging on the wall. Here's some more baby belts. And then we come around here, and everybody knows this guy. Sure, everybody recognizes him. If he'll turn and look. Say hi to Jerry Stream.
Hi, Jerry Stream.
There you go.
Howdy, howdy.
So, Digital Dragon, that's his booth. He's building a box turtle. He started that this morning. When I came by here this morning, it was just this right here, and you can see where he's at. He's got the 4 lanes built.
All right.
And it's going to be taking the
I don't-
3 floors apart because it's the motors in the wrong spot.
Hey, put the motors in the wrong slot, so he's got to take the re-spoolers apart. But there's the frame of it. There's KB3D's booth. There's KDB Cool plates. Got some really awesome sticky plates. You see one right there on an A1 mini printing. There's one on an A1 printing, and I can't tell you how horrible this place is to print here today. It's over 90 degrees, and if you look at the floor, that's water. That's how wet it is in here.
Really?
Overture 3D filament. Don't know where the Overture folks are at, but there's their A1 printing, and they're using a KDB cold plate. They've got some really beautiful prints here. Look at that. Look at the detail on that. That is absolutely amazing.
Notre Dame.
They've got some beautiful stuff out here. They got some beautiful filaments, too.
Nice colors.
And moving on, I have no idea who these people are. We're just going to go right on by.
That's trouble. Stay away from him.
Pete's dancing for us. Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete. Shake it, man. Shake it, Pete. There you go. So this is Polymaker Pete. This is Polymaker Joel. That is Polymaker. I have no idea who he is. 3D Print General is all I know. I'm on Jerry Stream on YouTube, yes. No, I don't. He ain't going to get Jerry deleted. It's a live stream. That's all the Polymaker Scientists. That's the wall game. And you can see it just nonstop. The people absolutely love it. But that's Polymaker's booth. Moving on. Central 3D Printing, and I actually just got a roll of filament from him that I will be testing when I get home. So watch for that. You'll see me testing it. This is his booth. This is his material. I tested some for him last year at 3D Printopia, and it tested really well, but I didn't record the results, so he brought me another spool. I'll be testing it. This is Mandela Roseworks. Most people know them for their plates, but they do so much more. I want you to look at that quality of machine work. The boron wings.
Wow.
The rat rig pillow blocks, the Oldham wobblers, kinetic center braces. So, not only does he do build plates, but he does some absolutely unbelievable machine work. I mean, look at this printer. Look at that. Look at all this. I mean, if that doesn't say wet dream in the 3D printing community, I don't know what it does, but that is just unbelievable work. And right there's the man behind all of it.
Wow.
And this is Lee Marie 3D. You might know who this people is. There she is. And she's not neon today. Say hi to everybody watching Jerry's stream. So we're live on Jerry's stream. But this is Lee Marie's booth. Awesome booth, lots of color. Lee Marie, yesterday she was wearing a pink. Now we're at West 3D's booth.
Wow.
So here we go. I don't know who these people are, but this is West 3D. And this is West 3D's printers and stuff. But wait, we got another one coming. Terry has her mouth full.
You're on?
Yeah, I'm on Jerry's.
How did you get on Jerry?
I'm on Jerry's right now because I know how to. Look at that. Look at that.
Jerry, we tried.
Terry is enjoying some tacos. Look, there's Jerry's head. And there's my signature right there on Jerry's side of Jerry's neck.
Where's Kenny?
Look at there's Kenny. Kenny's eating tacos. Everybody say hi, Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
So this is I'm not sure whose booth this is, but I know some of the people hanging out at it. So there's Kenny. Kenny made it. Kenny's at Midwest Rep Rap Festival 2025. Terry's going to eat into that taco. Come on, Terry. Come on. Look, mouth. Look at that. Take a bite of that taco. There we go. And there's there's Death Racer parts and pieces. We're not going to talk about Death Racers. Mine caught fire. This is Green Gate 3D. I'm actually testing some filament for them right now at my booth. They do recycled PETG, and just today at this event, they are going to start doing ABS, USA made, and it's virgin ABS, and nylon 12 that's recycled. And that's Barbara. She runs Green Gate 3D.
Oh, nice.
And that right there is Rich. He owns Green Gate 3D, but Barbara's in charge. Barbara's the boss. Don't let anybody tell you any different. But look at their materials. They have some beautiful, absolutely stunning PETGs. Look at that. Look at the colors on that. Where's Natalie's? It's one of these two here, isn't it? So yeah, this was Natalie 3D Print Bunny's custom color that they made for her. Look at that. That is just absolutely stunning. But that's Rich. And then here's his competition right next door, 3D Fuel, also filming.
John and I are friends.
There you go. That's what you call friendly competitors.
Nice.
And there's some of his filament. I think this is just a maker booth. TH3D. Tim, say hi to everybody on Jerry's stream.
Hi, Jerry.
There's everybody, TH3D. You're live on Jerry's stream. Here's Atomic Filament. They always bring a load of filament here. And we'll finish up with Bruce's booth. I don't see anybody working at the booth, but they've got quite a bit of stuff here. Here's another polymaker guy. I'm not sure what. He's got. Sounds like he's got a spoke in his, a card in his spokes.
There you go.
So just more makers down through here.
Hard to close that.
Anyway, guys, trying to switch the camera.
Too cool.
So I can't hear you. I hope you're enjoying it. Really wish you guys could be here. But that's a quick walkthrough. I'll post some videos later. There's another building straight over there where they're having battle bots and all that kind of stuff. So great time here. It's hot as hell, but we're enjoying ourselves. Might be some alcohol being drank. And there might actually be drones.
Uh-oh. Drones attacking.
Cameras.
No.
Nice.
Running around in here.
Yeah, there's a drone.
And I've had mine out a couple times. Camera back.
Very cool.
Indeed.
Peace out. Really miss you. We'll see you next week. I'll actually, I think I'm flying on Saturday, so I don't know that I'll be able to watch. But as always, peace out. Pleasure being on here. Sorry I can't hear you guys, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
Scott.
Where is the convention at?
They're in what's the name of the city? Town. I have a brain for it.
Yeah, me too.
Goshen, Indiana.
Yeah.
Where, Indiana?
Goshen,
Goshen.
Indiana.
Goshen. Very good.
There we go.
And he's
There you
gone.
go, everyone.
Yeah, It's an
And I'm not
Amish
going to say
country.
that's
It's on
all.
basically a forest farmland, I believe. Guys in Chad, the same here. The reason I left it the size that it was is so that if he's saying whose stream he's on, we could wave, and I assumed they could see us. And then eventually, when Joe said, "Yeah, make it big," I went in and left it that size. I'm not sure if he's on an iPad or a phone. If he's on a phone and he's looking at the back of it, they're looking at the camera side. They couldn't see us anyway. So
Yeah,
I don't know, but that's the reason I was doing it that way. Yeah, Goshen, Indiana.
makes sense.
Very cool.
Goshen, Goshen.
Oh, cool,
See,
man.
you're gonna make me say what that is, and that's gonna be fun.
I guess there's a lot of water on the floor. Like you said, it's extremely humid there.
Yeah,
So
but the water on the floor.
That's slippery.
Yeah, is it
yeah,
is it because it's raining? Is that?
I don't know if it's from groundwater or what. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
I'll have to wait till I get somebody on camera or on stream that's been there. I'm not sure. But that was cool. Anyway, we currently got a giveaway we're running right now for one roll of Polymaker filament. If you're interested on Twitch or YouTube, go to the pin post at top of chat, fill it out, must be present to win, and we'll do that giveaway in probably about a half hour.
All right.
I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back.
All right. Check my email here, see what we got going on.
I put my boombalas away again. Oh gosh. I keep yawning. I don't know why. It's probably the hot weather.
Yeah, I yawn a lot too. It's contagious. You see
Mm.
one person do it, then you automatically start doing it. Yeah, I yawn a lot too.
Ships.
Goshen is near, what's that say? Shipshewana? Shipshewana. Okay. Yeah, it's real nice of Scott to do that. We haven't had a walk around in quite a while. And like I say, I apologize for not being full screen the whole time. When he says to somebody, I'm on such and such a stream, if I don't know what side of the camera they're looking at, so they may or may not be able to see us wave to them. That's why I left it small for most of it. But if you're at home watching on a big TV set in the living room, then it probably would have been fine, being small. 102 right now here in northeast Colorado. In Vegas, it's 94 and windy, but it has been up to like 108, 109 here lately. So it's getting pretty warm.
We got 31C here. Oh. I already drank an energy drink and I still feel tired.
Yeah, 31C to me, Matt, when you say that, I relate that to 3D printers. Other than that, I'd have to ask Alexa to translate it for me.
Oh.
105 yesterday, Captain says. And here's something else I was working on. I showed this earlier, my Hulk. I'm working on the red Hulk. Let me switch cameras. Here's some of the heads right here. This is from Wicked 3D. And this is done in resin. I haven't cured them yet. I was just cleaning up some of the supports on the heads earlier. And this time when I do the diorama, I'm actually going to do it in FDM. It's been so many years since I've done an FDM large print, a diorama, and then just do certain parts in resin, like the head with real fine detail, stuff like that. That's looking real good. And I hauled like 2.5 millimeters thick. We've got drain holes in it so I can flush it out really well, cure the inside if possible. Here's a couple other heads.
Thanks, babe.
I forget this character's name right here. But here's Harrison Ford.
Hey, non-fam.
So anyway. Well, on fam, how you doing today?
Oh, keep yawning.
30C is 86 degrees. Okay, I comprehend 86 degrees. 92 in Northwest Ohio. All right.
Oh, geez. I wonder what it's like in the desert today. Yeah, 92 in Odessa.
And my humidity, I got this little thing here from Amazon that sits on my desk. It says it's 82 in the room that I'm in, 16% humidity, which is really low in humidity.
That is.
I got 83%.
83 in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Percent. 38% humidity we have here.
Ooh, Northeast Colorado's 102. They're the winners.
Birdman, any weather. Hello, from Missouri. I was born in Lincoln, Nebraska. I have relatives in Missouri and Nebraska. Flew to Vegas when I was 5. And I'm now 61, so I've been here a long time.
Oh. Come on, guys. Enter the Polymaker giveaway.
Now, currently got 33 people entered.
Oh, Kilroy, his camera went off. Oh, here you go.
He's still there.
Yeah, I figured you guys didn't want to see me chewing, so that's why I turned it off. I'm eating these, I don't know what they're called, but they're double wide chocolate cookies. Oh my God. Oh, look at that. It kind of says it on there what it is. Dunk head for something. I don't know.
Huh.
But it's like a little chocolate sandwich.
Mm. Yeah, I got the Milky Way bars in the fridge. What belongs to my wife. She doesn't know it yet, but it's almost empty.
It's almost empty. Huh? You know, you mentioned Milky Way. The chocolate is kind of something like the Milky Way. It's not as fluffy and not as white, but that's what it reminds me of.
Actually, kind of makes me want to eat the Milky Way now.
There you go. There you go. You can blame it on me. You can
Yeah.
tell me this guy.
I blame it on you that I'm gaining weight.
Okay. Yeah. Me too. Yeah. So, you know, you saw this and thought, well, I gotta have a double and a triple chin.
Yeah. You know, the responsibility lies totally on you because I'm eating this.
That's right. That's right. The chocolate blood is on my hands. See, I have a theory. As people get older, they get beards so that you don't see this. See, this is my meat beard right here. So just pretend I got a beard. And notice how Jerry's not saying a word.
Yeah, I'm just reading Chad here. He said he's been watching CISLV and stay away from Henderson's a bad area. No, actually, Henderson's a real nice part of town. They must be portraying it badly on camera.
I haven't the foggiest idea where that's at.
Near Las Vegas.
Yeah, the Vegas Valley sits in a great big soup bowl. There's mountains all the way around it. And I'm up on one corner northeast by Nellis Air Force Base at a higher elevation than the rest of the valley. So if I go up 2 blocks where there's no houses, I can see the whole valley at night.
Okay, gotcha.
And then Henderson's way across town. I got a doctor's appointment next week. They got to do surgery on my leg. It's going to be local anesthesia. I have an area on my lower leg that's kind of purplish red on one side, and it hurts real bad. It's been bothering me for a while. It's never went away. Kind of like what Kenny had earlier on camera, and he should have wore high top He should have wore compression socks when he went to the show. But I have that on one of my legs, and I got to have surgery for them to try to clip a bunch of the veins or do something to one of my legs to try to make it better. Then I got to wear a thigh-high compression stocking for like a month afterwards. Don't lift anything over 25 pounds. Don't take it off. Take a shower with it on. So we'll see
Really?
what happens next week. No, I don't have anything. Probably has something to do with type 2 diabetes and being overweight and eating a lot of crap I shouldn't.
Welcome to my world. They kind of said I'm pre-diabetic, and we'll see what the doctor says this next time around. But yeah,
Yeah, I eat all kinds of garbage I shouldn't eat. I eat like I'm 20 years old.
yeah, I hear you. I just like to eat. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's my favorite pastime hobby.
Right?
Well, I used to work all the time. I was rarely eating, and I weighed 100 pounds, over 100 pounds less than I do right now.
You know, a sedentary way of life too, Jerry. As we grow older, in my profession, I sit down a lot too, and I've noticed I've kind of put the weight on. But I like to eat good too. So.
Seymour, thank you. I emailed you back. Did you send me your mailing address? Nikita, stop barking at me. Yeah, today's a slow day. We'll grab him a bone. 1 second, guys.
Yeah, I'm rearranging my room here. I got a whole bunch of filament in, as you can see down on the bottom here. And down there. And here. And I got some behind me right there. In the corner. And I got a big filament. Actually, I'm gonna take a picture of it now and see if Jerry can show it online.
Yeah, it's all the crap we eat and all the stuff. I don't know. Sorry,
Yeah.
always,
It does seem like everybody's pre-diabetic. I kind of wonder, I was looking at astrostatin, I believe is what it's called, which is the statin medicine that they give me. Well, what it does is actually raises your levels so that it looks like you have prediabetes. And I mean, that's definitely documented, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to go back to my doctor and go, hey, before we start giving me all sorts of other drugs, let's do something about this one. Let's look at this one a little bit. Now he's pretty open minded, so I think he'll agree if I can present him the study that shows where that particular medicine raises your. See, what do they check? Your whatever numbers they check. If it raises that, then let's look at that drug.
Oh, Jerry, I sent you a picture over Facebook.
Yeah.
If you can show that one off.
yeah, I'm working on it. Let me see. Share screen.
And that's my filament rack. 90 rolls fit on there easily.
Oh, that's an all metal IKEA rack or something.
Yeah, it's called. Hold on a second. Art and Rack. It's called Art and Rack,
Okay.
and it's actually My wife ordered that from America for my birthday. I think was it.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
But she got annoyed how I stored my filament. Gray
Nice.
screen, Jerry.
Oh, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, my A1C, last time it was checked, I got that here because my sister asked me that recently. I can look it up real quick. I think it was like 79 or something. 7.2, which is high. That was my last A1C last time it was checked.
I'm thinking mine was 5. I don't remember, but I think that's the number.
Yeah. And I used to drink Monsters every day. Then I quit drinking them like 4 months ago when I quit vaping. And I'm not saying I'll never drink them again. I just haven't bought any in 4 months.
Drinking what?
Monster energy drinks every day.
Oh, Monsters, yeah.
I was drinking an orange Monster for breakfast every day. And then I was vaping for the last 11 years. Before that, I smoked my whole life.
Yeah, I quit smoking cigarettes, and I'm only on the vape now.
And then I quit vaping and I started sucking on toothpicks, which I don't know where my toothpick is. I normally got a toothpick in my mouth. My wife says, take out the toothpick, you look like a hillbilly, but whatever. It keeps me from vaping.
It's 2:05. You want to do in the next 5-10 minutes the Polymaker giveaway?
Yeah, Polymaker giveaway, we'll do that in, I don't know, like 10 minutes. 2:10.
So everybody join the giveaway.
My time will be 2:10.
So, PCB Jerry Galactic Armory has a free Star Wars model on their site. You might like it.
Let me go check it out. I know they did one a while back I wanted to print, but I had to join their Patreon to get the model, and I never did. I forget what it was called. But it had a skull in it. It was like a helmet with a skull built into it that they did. I forget the name of it, but let me go check it out.
I'm getting a whole bunch of messages right now.
I'm so used to looking at chat and then talking about it, and I know you're looking at it too, Jerry. But it's hard to. So why'd you stop the Monsters? The high in calorie or the caffeine?
I don't remember why.
Big Bad Joe's asking.
Other than my wife said, "Oh, it's not good for you." But yeah, a lot of things aren't good for me.
Yeah, it can't be. I don't think. Yeah, it can't be.
Galactic Armory. I'm on there now, trying to see where it's at. 3D files, all miniatures, Patreon, helmet. I'm on their site. I don't see any free files. GalacticArmory.net. Yeah, my blood pressure is usually in the, I don't know, anywhere from 110 to 140, depends when I check it. We got a tester here at home, I check it.
My wife keeps poking me.
Yeah, I don't remember why, if it was high caffeine or what. I drink decaf. My doctor told me years ago to quit drinking caffeinated coffee, so I went to decaf, and I eventually got used to the taste. But one thing I'm kind of glad I went to decaf coffee. Now, if I get up in the middle of the night and I can't sleep, I can go nuke a cup of coffee and watch TV and drink it, and I don't have to worry about it keeping me awake.
So in the private chat, Jerry, there's a link that I just put in there that has all the Star Wars. There's two. There's a I want to say a Yoda, a free Yoda. Yeah, a free Yoda figure, and at the top there's a free Bad Batch tech figure pose too.
Oh,
3
I'm
files.
looking at it.
Yeah, I can't post it in the chat the outer chat, but anyway, there's a free one.
I see that. Okay, I'm on their page, and now that you showed me that one, I realized. Okay, I got it.
Well, people,
Yeah, and if you keep searching, if you click at the bottom, go to the next page. There's another free one. I don't know what else. Excuse me. What else is there's a big
Let me share out
medieval
here.
Bo-Katan helmet also that's free.
Anycubic having a special right now going where the Cobra 3 Max combo is £569. That's a pretty good price. for it. And you get also a code you can find, I think.
I think that's where I got this one from. I have to remember. I don't remember. I did a video on this a long time ago. On this one right here. I got magnets on it. Back comes off.
Now, did you have to cut the deal, or did it come that way?
It came that way, and then I just added magnets.
Yeah.
I printed this with pen chroma filament from Polymaker.
I think I was looking at that one specifically, just on their website.
It just needs a pad or something in the top of it, so it doesn't actually rest on my shoulders.
Right.
But yeah, it came out really cool. Well, I got this one a long time ago. It was free from somebody.
Hey Sebastian, how you doing?
Hello, Sebastian. Hello, Tim. DeWitt in chat. I hope your son is okay, Tim. I know he said he went to the hospital last week. You weren't streaming, and you thought he might have had the measles. I hope he's okay. If anybody would like to drop in, let me share out the link right here.
Yeah, it's a little bit slow with makers because everybody's at Murph, you know.
Thank God Al and Paul stopped in. They saved our butt this weekend.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I forgot, and then I don't know, I saw something, and then I saw Paul on there. I said, "Oh my God, I better get my butt in there."
I'm not good at streaming solo unless I'm working on something. It's like when I did the box turtle build, a lot of people were saying, well, how come Jerry's not talking much? Well, Jerry's working. Well,
Yeah,
when Jerry can, he talks to chat, but I have to concentrate on what I'm doing.
exactly,
Because if I talk, then I won't get nothing done. I'll literally get nothing done. I'll just keep chatting.
exactly. Yeah, that I like having people in the live stream also, so that they can keep an eye on what's going on, and then the speech bot talks, and then I can react to the speech bot.
You know, one thing about that I wanted to say, you're trying to talk and explain things, and the speech bot interrupts you, and then you have to be quiet and listen. So I
Yes.
thought it'd be funny sometimes. I'd say, well, blah, 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 or whatever, just to interrupt you. I've done it just to be funny.
Well, it people do that. People will kind of try to give it some weird sayings, or whatever.
Yeah.
And oh well, if that's what you want to do, go for it. I'll just have one of my mods ban you.
Yeah.
No. But no, seriously, it's weird because Dances with the Aardvarks, and I can't remember somebody else used like 2 or 3 different icons, and it banned it. It actually put those comments grayed out to where people couldn't see them.
Huh.
And it's like, yeah, the bot is too aggressive. I need to go in and it's I need to
Um,
fix it.
One thing on my YouTube stream, since I used to get a lot of spam a long time ago, porn type spam on YouTube, you go in the back room and every possible nasty word you can think of, you type
Right.
it in and it looks for all that and it'll block it. Then another thing as I did is I set subscription mode, which is free, to 5 minutes. That way
Right.
random people can't just come in and throw stuff in chat. They
Yes.
have to sit there and subscribe for 5 minutes, which they usually don't. Then they can comment.
Yep.
So and then you have mods on top of that. So it all works out.
Yeah. I think Moohugs was having that same problem because of the 5 minutes, but that's reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I had it set up that way.
Yeah. That makes total sense.
Just to try to get rid of spam.
It has not been as bad as I remember it being. For some reason, I think they've kind of toned it down. I don't know. I maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe I've gotten used to it.
And if you should get negative comment or spam come through, the first thing they want you to do is read it. Don't read it. I mean, you can read it privately in your head, just don't read it out loud, because that's why they typed it. Or if somebody else is on your chat and they read it, don't read it out loud. Ignore the comment. People go away.
Right. Oh yeah.
And you can delete it if you can, but sometimes you can't delete it, so
Yeah.
ignore it.
How about we do the Polymaker giveaway now?
Okay, that sounds like an awesome idea. Let me close the giveaway down. Giveaway is closed. We get all the responses. Chat, give me a number, the fifth person in chat, number between 10 and 20 so I can shuffle the wheel in a minute. Fifth person in chat. Copy all the names over.
23. I say number blue. That's my favorite color. Number
Blue?
blue. Yeah,
The
number
number
blue.
blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tim Talon says 19. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Tim coming in. DWIT 3D. Hello, Tim.
Hello. Hey, how are you?
Hello, Tim.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, good, good. I didn't think my mic was working. Good.
Let me
How
do
is
the
everybody
giveaway
doing?
real quick. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm getting ready to sneeze.
Salute.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Ooh. Gesundheit.
Langes Leben und reichen Kindersegen.
Oh, okay.
Sebastian knows what it means.
Yeah.
Alrighty, here's the wheel. And what was the number? 19. Tim Talon. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
You know that just give you big numbers always.
Must be present to win, everybody in chat. If you win, please say something that for one roll of Polymaker Filament. Once you win, I will put my name in chat, my email in chat. You'll email me. I'll send you back the code and the link. The code is worth $35. It's basically a gift card to anything Polymaker sells filament, a filament dryer, towards a bigger order, whatever you like. So here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's draw.
Good luck to everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
Dun, 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 dun.
You know I will win. My name is in there. Oh.
Keep going. Keep going.
Gilroy.
Stop.
No, Timor.
Oh,
You won before.
no.
Won again.
714, are you in chat? You want a roll of Polymaker, and you also run the roll of Ziltech filament earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Wasn't that the same person? The same
Yeah.
exact thing just happened.
Two different drawings. It's perfectly fine. But do you want me to respin or do you want to keep it? It's up to Timor.
I say go to the guy right before him.
Let's see what he says in chat.
I say go buy a lottery ticket.
It's perfectly fine. He can win both drawings. They're separate drawings.
Yes.
Or
No,
he
I
can have
just
me
thought it was
redraw.
weird. I just thought it was weird because it was me and then
It was him
him.
before
It was
too.
just the same exact thing as last time.
Timor, are you in chat?
Timor.
I put my timer on in a second. For 1 minute.
Yep. Yes.
Starting now. 1 minute timer is on.
Oh, wow.
So please write something in chat or the timer will go off in 45 seconds.
Timor, congrats. You want to roll Polymaker filament? Please say something in chat. You want to keep it? You want me to respin? It's up to you. It's two separate drawings, so it doesn't matter.
I don't see him. I can't tag him either.
He's taggable.
You got a timer going for a minute, Matt?
Yeah, it's 21 seconds left. 20.
Timor, say something in chat.
15 seconds. Just say hi or anything.
There he is. There he is.
There he is. He
just
says,
put 3. Yeah, he just put 3 in there.
Yeah.
He's here.
Timor, you want to roll a Polymaker? Do you want to keep it or do you want me to redraw?
Boy, and that was like right under the alarm. He might be lagging, Birdman Any Weather says.
Yeah.
Mine need to
Yeah.
refresh.
Yeah, it could have been a commercial also, but they
Yeah.
happen.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says keep. He says keep.
Okay, awesome. Congratulations. I'll send you the
Congratulations.
link here in just a second.
Congratulations, Timor.
So that was cool. I can't remember whether when that's happened
Gray
before, where
screen.
the same person won both drawings.
I know. And why was I right before him both times? Was that a real shuffle?
Yeah, I mixed them up.
Yeah, that's interesting. What are the the chances of that?
Hey Tim, how you been, buddy? What's going on? What's new?
Not a whole lot. Been we just got back. Well, a couple hours ago, we got back from a birthday party from one of Ethan's classmates, and he had his first experience playing kids paintball. So he didn't like it a whole lot. He said it hurt a little bit, and I said, well, you can imagine growing up paintball. So that was
Right.
good. It was fun. He had a good time though. Yeah.
How old is he?
Ethan is 9.
Wear some pads or something and slap box with him on your knees and kind of help toughen him up. I know that's all I can suggest.
Well, every morning you wake
Yeah.
him up with a paintball.
Well, these were kids paintballs too, so they
I don't know
were.
how a kid's paintball. I don't know how they hurt, but I know how an adult paintball hurts. You leave a welt on your body.
Yeah, that
No,
leaves
adult.
some bruising.
Yeah, adult paintball is a little more brutal. So
I remember playing paintball in Las Vegas in the desert, in the Red Rock Canyon. I think I was playing in, and was 4 guys against me, and I wiped them all out.
Ooh.
I'll be right back, Jerry.
Gray screen is still on.
It's weird because yeah, I,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
still.
it's a refresh thing.
Is it back?
It's still.
No,
Yeah. Now it's back. Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. It's a refresh thing.
Yeah, sorry, chat. Whenever I share a screen, when I'm done sharing it, it makes everything gray. And I on my side, I don't see it. I have to click a different panel like this right here to change it. Sorry about that. I'm responding to Timor right now. Let's see.
No, I wiped them all out, and I didn't get hit one, not even once.
So
Okay,
there's a person that I know. I'm
Timor,
sorry.
here's your link and code for Polymaker I just sent you, and I do have your mailing address for Ziltech. Thank you.
There's a person that's been asking me about lasers and about which one to get, and of course it matters the application that you're trying to accomplish. But do you guys have any thoughts on a not so expensive laser? I'm assuming that she wants to cut 1/4 inch wood. I don't know if she wants to do anything else but just cut stuff and engrave. And doesn't like or doesn't want a 60-watt laser because of the big one, like the one I've got. It's got a big footprint. But is there anything that can be recommended for a beginner?
It depends on your budget, really. I mean, I would suggest the Raleigh Lasermatic, but you're looking at a lot of money. It depends. It depends.
I mean, are you talking about 1,000, 2,000, 10,000? I'm sure about
1,000 to 1,500.
1,000 to 1,500. Is this a laser or a diode?
It's a diode.
Okay, and what I recommended was to go with like a 40-watt diode. What wattage does it have?
It all depends on our
Okay.
budget.
Yeah, see, but again, my recommendation was valid, right? Go with a bigger wattage laser. or
And
not.
you want an enclosed machine? Do you want an open frame machine where you got to put an enclosure around it? But typically, an older person, a younger person,
Mid range, yeah, about my
okay, I'd
age.
say buy a complete enclosed unit, and I would recommend a Raleigh Lasermatic that they have out now. Or I got like a 10. I've got a 10/20 watt. It's got a selector switch on the side. Then they have a 30 watt. And I think they came out with a 40. There's a lot of different companies, a lot of different brands. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to just push one company at one price and say, here's my referral link.
Right.
It depends on your budget.
Right. I've heard Raleigh a couple of times. And I know others out in the community that that I know, but anyway, also do Raleigh and stuff.
Yeah.
And give it high marks. So that's a plus for sure. Um, the enclosed enclosure, does it have to be vented to the outside? Because that's another thought too.
Yeah, you always want to vent outside. They do make air purifiers you can put in house where it'll purify air. It'll clean up most of the air, but then you got to replace filters all the time, and that's
Yeah,
more money, constant money you're throwing at it replacing filters. So it's always best to vent to the outside. But if
right.
you maybe she lives in an apartment, maybe she can't do that. So then she'd have to buy some kind of a sophisticated air purifier system to put in the apartment. There's a lot of depends.
By the way, I know some of the answers myself. I'm just trying to see what other people say. Because I have
Yeah.
an opinion from what I have, but that's all I have. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, Raleigh Lasermatic makes an awesome laser. I love it. Tim doesn't have it. He has an X tool and he's very happy with it. It all depends. The only reason a lot of people don't like X tool is that every week they were coming out with something new, trying to push a new product, and their support was terrible. And they kept trying to always push something new out on people, and a lot of people steer away from that. What kind of a Facebook group does a laser have? If you have trouble, are there people to help you right away with your problem? Other than just price, what kind of support? It's watch. All I can suggest would be to watch different videos on YouTube, look at the different Facebook groups for whatever laser, see what good and bad things people are saying about that laser to kind of get an idea. It's kind of like when I buy on Amazon. Do reviews matter? Yeah, but if they're all positive and they're all the same exact words, well, then they were probably sent the product. It's a fake review, so you got to really
Yeah,
look through things and dig
right.
dig into it and try to figure out, do I want to spend my money here? Compare
Yeah.
products, look at reviews, and see what kind of a budget you have.
And see, when I got mine, I was watching others. I was seeing what they had. I knew I wanted to cut through at least a quarter inch. I'm happy with cutting through a quarter inch without any
Yeah,
problems. Um, I think a quarter inch is what she wants to do also, or might want to do also. But I don't know if a Rolly or a LED will cut, a diode will cut through a quarter inch. That's the question, really, or one of the questions.
we know CO2 gantry will, a much larger laser.
Yeah, we'll see that's what I have, a
And
CO2
then
gantry.
my CO2 gantry is a Haotian, Haotian, and then my fiber laser is a Haotian. It all depends how big of the material does she want to cut.
I
Because on
think up to
diode lasers are fairly small. You're not going to put anything in there that's 2 or 3 foot square in it, where a
Yeah.
CO2 gantry you would.
right.
The diode laser will not do clear acrylic, but it will do colored acrylic. You got to have a
Great.
CO2 gantry if you want to do anything clear on acrylic. It just depends what the person wants to do and how big of an area they want to work with.
Yeah, and
Yes.
acrylic is also poisonous.
Right, the exhaust, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The what does he have back there? Tim, what do you have back there?
I have a 40-watt S1 diode, and then
Okay.
I've got a I think it's a 20-watt CO2, but I'm waiting for a tube for it.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, I just got and I'm going to be putting this on. It just came today with with UPS. Is this 2-watt 1064 infrared for it?
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that out. So,
That tube should have been there by now, you think?
I emailed them last week. It hasn't left yet. Now they have offered. They said if I want to buy the tube locally, if there's a compatible one I can find, they will reimburse me. But I'd rather just wait for it to show up from them. So
Yeah.
I don't know why they're delaying sending it, but yeah. So
I seen a
again,
story. I
uh-huh.
seen a story on YouTube this morning talking about UPS. I don't know how often this happens, but different people had different objects turned up missing. They never got them. UPS says, "Oh, they were damaged. We had to destroy them," and then the people find them on eBay.
Oh gosh, you're kidding.
So I guess according to the story I seen, it was a news. I don't know what news agency reported it, but the story showed up on YouTube. I'm like, man, I've always liked UPS. That's horrible to think that your
Yeah.
stuff might be getting swiped by somebody. They're putting it down as lost and damaged. May or may not cover. If you didn't have insurance, they're not going to cover anything, and then people are stealing it to sell it.
Jeez. Wow. Yeah. Well, I'm not overly concerned about the tube. As I say, they sent me the print, the laser, so it's it's up to them to get the tube to me for me to continue showing the laser. So yeah.
The K40 that Tim has is a perfect laser for doing clear acrylic. It's perfect for smaller things.
Hmm.
Anything that's 8 by 12 or less, he can work with that machine. If it's bigger
Yeah.
than that, then he would have to upgrade. But that's a great starting point, getting into a small CO2 gantry machine.
Yeah, it's my first CO2. I know nothing about them, but it's as you say, a great entry level just to
Yeah.
give it a taste. Give it a
Milmage, the Lightburn's coming out with. I was paying for Carvco Maker $15 a month, and I've had it for 3 or 4 years, and I always pay 15 a month. I rarely ever am out in my garage using my CNC because I'm busy working on something else. I'm out there occasionally. Well, they just emailed me. They said, "Well, that's 15 a month. It's going up to 17.50." So that gave me a good reason just to not pay for it monthly. When I do need my CNC software, I can either pick up the subscription for the time period I'm out in the garage, which I should do, and not just constantly pay every month, wasting money.
Mm.
And then Millmage, which is coming out with Lightburn, is going to be, from what I hear, if you're already with the Lightburn, it's going to be like $150 a one-time license, and then if you want to upgrade whenever they come out with new updates every year, it's like a $30 upgrade to keep getting
Hmm.
new updates, or you can go with a one-time license of 150, normally 199, depending on how long you've been with Lightburn or something like that, whether you got to pay 199 or 150. They currently don't do 3D engraving and 3D carving in Millmage, but they're going to add that at some point. If and
Oh
when they
wow.
add that, of course, I want to go with that. Then I'll sit there thinking, well, that 199 seems like a lot of money, but it's a one-time license. And then if they came out with some cool features and you want to upgrade 1 or 2 years, then you just pay the extra $30. You get the newest version and you upgrade, kind of like the way Lightburn is right now. But what's bad about it, I was thinking that seems like a lot of money, but I added up all these months that I haven't been using the program. I'm currently paying 15 a month. I've already spent that money and more
Right.
just letting it sit for year after year, not rarely using it. I'll do a video a couple times a year, and I don't turn off the paying for it. I should. I'm not using it. Who wants to just throw money in the trash, burn it, flush it down the toilet? So
Hmm.
anyway, so I'm kind of excited to see where Millmage goes here in the very near future.
I've been hearing some things about it too, and I know that VCarve Pro, I've got it, and the purchase price alone was like what $800. I don't remember exactly, but the upgrade from one version to another is $200. And didn't you just say what $195 for a lifetime license?
That's what
Yeah.
they're talking. That's what I read online. It's like
Yeah.
$199,
So,
and then if you want, and then that's good for a year. And then after that, you can keep using it forever, or pay $30 if they came out with a couple updates,
yeah,
just
yeah,
like what Lightbird does now.
yeah,
I've had it for years. I don't have the most recent version because my license, I don't know what do you call it, the upgrade period expired a couple months ago, so I got to go pay X amount of dollars to refresh everything. And I know some people, like I was talking to a man another day, and he said he has a Vectric Expire. I think it's. I'm like, wow, that's like $2,000 or something. It's like, I don't make that kind of money where I could afford that expensive
yeah,
software.
yeah,
But a lot of people out there in the world, which had a better career than what I had in construction, they can afford those high-end programs to use with their software. I go
yeah.
after the cheap monthly stuff just to get by to make content. And I tinker with different projects.
Well, a comparison on the costs, if they're comparable, I
Yeah.
think is well worth it.
Then people say, well, you can use Fusion for free. Sure, but I've never learned Fusion. So I can't just jump into Fusion and go design something and throw it on my CNC. I've never taken the time because I'm lazy and I have too many hobbies. That's the honest truth. Or I'm watching Netflix to learn Fusion.
Yeah, I've used Fusion,
Yeah.
and I can tell you that I've had it post processed to the X carve. I'm sorry, to the X carve, and it's not as straightforward. It works, you can do it, but it's not as I don't know, intuitive as what you would think, and there's a big learning curve for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
it's tough. It's you know, and that's all I really design in basically. So
And then I think it's just me or my age. I don't know. I'm only 61, which is to some people that's old. To other people, I'm not.
Well,
I'm a spring
that's,
chicken, whatever.
that's
But
young.
if I get to know how to use the program really well, and I'm working with it every day or every week, or I'm doing videos, it's fresh in my mind. And then I quit using it. I get into 3D printing, resin printing, painting. I come back to it 6 months later. I have to go watch one of my own videos to remember how I did something
yeah,
because I've already forgot. I got to go relearn what I've done in the past.
agreed. Yeah, I have to relearn stuff too. I did
CAD class. You'll write it down.
check CAD class. CAD class. Let me see.
They gave me these. They gave me some stuff with the laser head to try already. So
Oh, nice.
little pendants, gold and silver pendants, and little thing with hearts on the one side. So
Very
some little
nice.
samples to laser with that new head. That's pretty cool.
Now, what
I'm
is the
looking.
head? What type of head is it?
It's this one right here. It's a
IR. You said IR, right?
sorry. It's 2 watt 1064 infrared. Apparently, it's really good for engraving metal,
Cool.
anything
Cool.
metal. So yeah,
Two
yeah.
watts. That's
It's not much, but I guess you don't need it. It's apparently the color of light that does the engraving or the wavelength or something,
nice.
right?
And
So
and
yeah,
you add it on to your existing gantry.
it just yeah. I take the diode off and put this one on. Yeah, yeah.
Big Bad Joe, typically no. I used to get Cheetah Box free, the pro version, for my CNCs or for my resin prints that I used to do. And after a few years, they quit giving it to me free. I have talked to different companies with woodworking, but since that's not my primary hobby, and on my whole garage is full of all this rare fancy wood, I'm not strictly a woodworker. No. So most things is hard to do. Hey, Klondike, you have time to pop in?
We're getting Sean in. Come on, Sean.
Tim, well, you going to be streaming tomorrow? And how's your son doing?
Oh, he's doing good. It turns out it was viral. It wasn't, but all the symptoms he had, the rashes and everything, pointed towards measles. But it wasn't the measles. It was a virus thing, and he's slowly getting better. So,
Good.
yeah.
I'm glad he's okay. Yeah, when I was in my 20s here in Vegas, I went out to Red Rock. I forget Mount Potosi is out by Red Rock, Potosi Mountain, and that's where I played paintball back in the 80s. That's when I was skinny and not overweight, and I had hair and everything. And the Channel 3, the newspapers out there, they taken a picture of me, done an article. They interviewed me about paintball and what I thought about it and everything. That's pretty cool. I got the clipping somewhere. I saved it. Oh, you got family over? Okay, no worries. Oh boy. We currently have 42 people watching on Twitch and YouTube. We do not have any more giveaways for the day. We've given away 2 rolls of filament,
Mm-hmm.
and one very lucky person managed to win both rolls.
Right?
That was something.
They
And
stole it
Al
from
here,
me
Kilroy, almost won.
twice.
Yeah, I get in other people's drawings. Once in a blue moon, I win. It's cool when I do, but I don't win much. And um, Polymaker, because I'm a partner with Polymaker, if I have a project where I need filament, like these birdhouses, I can get a code occasionally where I can get free filament. But I don't ask them very often. Every few months, because I have so many other hobbies, I'm not constantly 3D printing. I occasionally ask them for filament to review, and then I make content. I post pictures on socials. So I can't win Polymaker on another stream because I'm a partner with
Right.
Polymaker.
Yeah.
That makes ethical sense.
But technically my wife could win. So if my wife wanted to enter a drawing, she could win because she's a separate human being that does
Yes.
have a 3D printer. and she could have me print stuff for her. So that I don't care. That's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. She could enter my own drawings. She doesn't, but she could. I don't care. Chat may not like it, but I don't have a problem with it.
My wife enters, but if
Yeah,
I win, I normally don't accept it.
yeah. Matt's the polymaker partner, so he can't enter, but his wife could.
Yeah, I don't enter
And
any of them.
Polymaker also told me if my name comes up, we give away 2 filament rolls.
Ooh, ooh.
So one from Jerry and one from me.
What on this stream?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Who told you that, Nick or
Joel. Joel.
all right?
Is Joel the keeper of the filament?
Polymaker Joel.
Yeah, he's in
He's the,
charge of a lot of stuff that goes on here in the U.S.
Sounds like he is.
he's the community manager.
My birthday stream last week, I gave away 5 rolls of Polymaker and 5 rolls of Ziltech. I didn't personally get any filament from the companies, but they allowed me to give it away to people watching the stream. Let's see what Don's saying here. He uses FreeCAD. There's a learning curve, but also several tutorials on YouTube. I think Teaching Tech did a whole series. Okay. Yeah, Michael was on last week, Teaching Tech also, on my live.
Klondike's just taking a smoke break.
Everybody root for Matt to win all the time.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm just like a bonus, you know. I came on the idea a little while ago, and I asked Joel about it, and he asked Nick, and I got the okay for it.
Cool. Cool.
So would he want me to put in for it twice, or would he want you to
No,
put
no,
in?
no, no, no. Only if my name comes up.
I know
Enter the.
if your name came
Oh,
up
okay.
and if you were here, would he want me to put in for it twice like I normally do, or
Yeah,
would he
then we
want?
roll twice.
Would he, huh?
Then if my name comes up in the wheel, and then we roll for 2, and then you take out my name.
Never mind what I meant.
You can ask Joe about it. I asked him like a couple months ago, and he said
When I get
okay.
my Polymaker film and I have a link I click on, I put my name, my email, what the date was I gave it away, and how many rolls. I submit it. Within a minute, I get an automated reply back with a link and a code. That's what I share out to the winner, and then that code to the winners were $35. So my
Yeah,
question was, if they allowed you to do that, do you have to submit your email for the code, or do I just put down 2 winners on mine? Because technically,
actually,
I can technically do 2 a week. Joel said if I stream twice, I can do a roll each time I stream.
yeah. I'm not sure. I have to ask him again about that. I think I have to let him know about that. That my name came up, and we took 2 rolls of filament out for that.
All right.
I'll give this head a try right now.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
I tried to
Ken,
do
are you
the.
going to be streaming tomorrow, or you're not sure yet?
I'm pretty sure I'm going to stream tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to stream about though. I'm rethinking my whole channel content. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm doing a lot of deep thinking over the last few weeks of what I want, how, because there's only so many builds I can do, right? So
Are you getting
and
burnt
only so
out,
many
or no? Or you
modifications.
just want to do something different?
Burnout on the builds, I think. On the builds, I just want to do something different. I think I want to do more making. So yeah, I don't know.
Whatever makes you happy. If it's not enjoyable, then you need to change it. So whatever
Yeah,
you want to do. I've had
yeah,
days. I've had days before where I don't want to go on live on Friday or Saturday. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm getting tired of doing this. But then I've been doing it for like 4 years. Um, but then I find a reason to keep streaming. So
yeah. No, I'll keep streaming. It's just about what I stream about. Like geez, I think I got close to 300 live videos already
yeah,
in it. So Yeah, as far as building and building videos and so forth. So we'll see.
I
That's why
noticed
I'm starting to do some
in
more laser stuff. So
in EV Mux, when I share a screen, like the wheel, for instance, since you're using it now, once I
hmm
unshare it and I go back to the regular screen, everything's gray. So I have to click on one of my buttons below the screen that change the layout, and then it comes back normal.
okay.
But for some reason, I get like a gray screen and nobody can see anything. They can hear me. Matt always reminds me, or he has been reminding me, or Chad will remind me, hey, we can't see nothing. Where'd you go?
Mm,
I'm right here.
yeah.
But,
Can't see me?
no, you're fine. We were just talking about something else.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I got all kinds of different layouts here. I don't usually use them, but
They are really cool. You can set them up to like the one you had right before this one, and then pull and drag the yeah, like that, and then you can pull and drag. Put it back for a second.
well, yeah, I can switch them by pull and drag them. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I learned that, and I thought, man, now this is cool. No matter what setup, I can just drag it over, and there it is. It also has custom. I don't know what you call them, but custom setups like that, to where you can have different things, and I haven't
Mm,
dealt with that. It's very
I
powerful.
want in YouTube. They used to allow chat to replay so that when people watch it after the fact, they can see what chat is saying. But YouTube, for some reason, hasn't done it in a long time. Even though I always pick it every week when I make a stream, the replay chat, but it don't do it.
mm,
So, like what Tim did last week, he put chat on screen.
Yeah,
That way, when it replays, it's always there. But if he moves around a lot, it might be in the way of people seeing what he's doing because
yeah.
he can you pick what side that goes on, or does it default to your
I
left?
can pick. I can pick and move it around just like it's just like an overlay window, right? So
So that's in
yeah,
the back room. It's under layers or something.
yeah. It's under the layers now. It's under the oh, I don't remember now. It's under the pro layers or the advanced layers or whatever it's
Oh, I don't
called.
have. I'm not paying for Pro. I just pay 25 a month.
Yeah, but it's under that one as well.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
I forget what it's called. Yeah, it's under the version you're paying for. It's definitely under there.
okay. Because if I pulled it up, it'd be over top of Matt and Al, and I
It's
wouldn't want to
okay.
have that here.
It's okay. See, that's the thing, though. It takes real estate, away from the display. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't understand why they have studio mode button up top like OBS. When I click
Mm.
it, it duplicates everything. Unless you want to get something ready on one side and then drag it to the other side,
I
like you
thought there
would.
was, Jerry. I thought there was a studio mode.
There is.
Yeah,
Um,
Can
yeah,
you
I
plug
just
and
it
it's right
in?
up above. It's right up above your window.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I was talking about. I was just using it.
yeah, yeah. It's really cool to do it that way.
Here you go, Matt.
Yeah, hold on. Let me plug it in.
And here's Matt, one of the lithophane kings. He's been doing this for a long time.
How do you get the colors in there?
This one have paper in it,
Okay,
and then I have CMYK, but I don't have one available right now. But I got my name Tactile, basically because you can feel every little bump and granny and nook. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And so I said to give myself tactile 3D picture. Also, I was doing some stuff for blind people,
Right.
so I converted picture into a 3D image, and then so they can touch it. Uh, what's it called again?
Braille,
Um,
Braille.
no, not Braille. I can do Braille too, but um, it's basically raising a picture upwards, so you can 3D print it.
I'm
What's it
thinking
called? Relief picture.
photography.
Relief picture.
Yeah, relief. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's three dimensional.
Yeah, the comments after the live, it would show just like when YouTube used to show them, they would show them just like you're seeing them on YouTube right now. You got your video with your chat over here on one side. When you would rewatch it, it would show it exactly the same.
Yeah,
And the only reason you would realize it wasn't live is there wouldn't be a bar you could type on. Other than that, you would assume when you first looked at it, it was a live stream. You're like, well, there's no where I can type, so this is tape. But YouTube hasn't showed mine in a long time, and I don't know why.
I wonder if it's because I've lost mine the same way, but I've gone to EV Mux. I wonder if it's something EV Mux.
No, because this is my third program I've tried in the last couple months. I used to be a StreamYard for years, and I went to
Yeah.
another program, and now I'm on this program, so it's not program related.
Well, okay, because that's the only the only thing I can think of. Because I normally would use OBS and then have OBS stream to to the server to whichever one. But uh, I
Well,
don't know.
that'll save you a ton of money doing it that way, but you can't have guests on unless they came out with some kind of a program you could add to it to
Plug
add
in,
guests through OBS. They might have,
and that's why I'm using the program I'm using exactly.
yeah.
Big Bad Joe is also the name of my group on Facebook, Tactile 3D Picture.
I'm just muting myself because I got the fan going in the background. I don't want it to interfere.
Thank you. Keep getting messages.
What?
And
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, I heard him too.
sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. I put my
You know,
iPad away.
yeah, last week, Tim, my wife asked me if you were going to be on. I said I haven't seen him post yet. Let me go take a look, and then that's when I realized you weren't. Oh, she's in chat right now. Betty Boop. It's my wife, Brandy.
Hey, Betty Boop.
Hello.
Hello.
She's got a big TV in the bedroom mounted on the wall, but she's probably watching this on her cell phone. So earlier when Scott was walking around, if you're watching this stream right now on your cell phone, when I didn't make it big, yeah, it was probably really hard to see what he was looking at on a small window.
Oh, my back is starting to hurt me again. I'm sitting for too long.
Have I heard of Tetris modifications of the Bamboo Lab filament system? No, I haven't.
No, either.
I haven't.
But I live on YouTube, and you've asked my wife for that also. But I live on YouTube. If anything's out, I've watched it, but I haven't heard of it.
Oh, Matt, that's why I'll sit in my chair while I stream.
Betty Boop, you're going to ask, Randy, you're going to ask me later who the guy is Kilroy with all the numbers. He's the guy that was doing the marble run. Him and Moo Hugs, remember when they were on camera and they were doing a marble run? That's who that guy is. But she'll ask me later, who's that you had on camera with you? There it is right there. That is awesome. That is take some patience and a lot of gluing, and don't get frustrated. God forbid you have a cat.
Oh, I got a dog.
Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of hard to do without it being level. But anyway, yeah, these three just stuck. And with two hands, I guess. You get the picture, don't you?
Bye.
Bye,
All right.
Dominic.
Dominic.
Yeah, we're heading to 3 hours now.
Take care, Dominic. Yeah, we got another little bit yet. I always run a minimum of 3 hours. You're the one with 4 cats. Yeah, I was just thinking, imagine if a cat jumped on top of that, and that's made out of wood, and it just would break it. That would be sad. Cat learns how to fly across the room.
That's why it was up there. It just never made it back up there. But yes, and yeah, Moo Hugs does have some very athletic cats.
Yeah. My cat keeps, like this table what I'm sitting on right now. I can let it go up or down, So I can stand actually on my table
So it's a standing table, yeah, or
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah,
call it, right? Yeah,
yeah. It's a lifting table.
yeah.
And got all my computer on it, my screens on it, and yeah, it does pretty well. Was also a gift of my wife.
Nice. That should help with your back too. I
Yeah,
see a lot
yeah,
of.
I keep standing on it. So early on, I don't know if you've seen it. I press my button and the screen goes up.
Uh
You
huh.
know. So
I thought it was the camera following you for some reason. That's what I
no,
thought. But yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, my stream last week, I was like Tim. I was standing up behind my desk. That's right behind me for 3.5 hours, and my feet for a couple days were throbbing. After that, my legs were hurting, my feet were hurting. Yet when I work construction my whole life, I'm zoom, 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 6 days a week. For years,
Yeah.
and my legs never bothered me. But when you retire, what's the saying? If you don't use it, you lose it. So
Yep.
if you don't stay in shape, then you become old and decrepit, and you can't hardly get around, and you gain weight and everything else.
Hey, careful how you say old and decrepit, okay?
Tim used to be a scuba diver. Then he gained weight. Now he sinks to the bottom, so he don't dive much anymore. Anyway,
the table I bought was bought at IKEA.
Actually, as you gain weight, you actually become more buoyant, so you
yeah,
float too easy. You need more weight to keep you down. But yeah,
yeah.
no, it's the diabetes. I stopped diving for
That's why you.
diabetes and vertigo.
That's why you fill your pockets with rocks.
Yeah,
I wasn't
exactly.
gonna go to the fat buoyancy thing, but I guess since you did, that's what I was thinking about. I thought if you were bigger, you actually because there was more the fat. I guess is see it wouldn't be denser; it'd be lighter than water. Is that right?
Do we have
Or is it?
another filament giveaway?
Let me take that down. The filament giveaways are over. That's stream
Anyway,
element. Go ahead,
I'm just
Al. I'm
like,
sorry.
no, no,
whoa.
no. I'm being stupid, is what I'm being. I just
I forgot
the
to.
filament wins. Timor is leaving, so maybe I can win now.
Bye, Timor. Have a
Take
good
care,
day.
Timor. Thank you. Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations.
Where's that?
Move, Lily.
There it is. It's turned off. I forgot to run stream elements earlier and have that turned off. But they can't enter it. Nobody can enter, so it's turned off. Where you actually fill out the form, it's turned off.
Lily, quit it. No snacks.
Anyway, yeah, this is what we do every week, Al. We hang around. We usually have a lot more people on camera, and we just take turns talking about whatever.
We
We
didn't
try to.
talk about food yet.
I know we talk about hobby stuff and what things we're working on.
Or food.
But,
I like food.
Oh man, you
yeah,
got some
the,
good food too in your country, man. Love this
Uh,
stuff. Oh,
I want to eat some prime rib again.
well, prime rib's good too. That'll work.
Yeah, you don't get it over here, really.
Really. See, I'm
Yeah,
in Texas. Prime rib in Texas is like, oh, and
I know. I like it
ribeye.
bloody.
Oh, ribeye steaks are great. You can get a medium rare. Fantastic.
Yeah, but every
okay,
time I say rabbi, it sounds like, like I'm eating one of.
okay. Talking about breakfast now. Let's jump into food. The only thing I ever order when I go out to eat breakfast is a chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes and gravy, hash browns, 2 eggs over easy, and I love chicken fried steak. Then I take hot sauce and put it in the gravy.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
do
like.
ribeye.
For our pie, Sebastian, we got steak and kidney pie. We got steak pie. We got onions and cheese pie, and you know they're pretty good.
I like the sausages. That.
Yeah, German sausages are better,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
but they have some good sausages. Cumberland sausages, it's okay. They make some other sausages that are very nice, but I mostly go to Lidl and buy the German ones.
There's a there was a Spaniard friend of mine from back in the day that was actually making his own morcilla, which I believe is blood sausage.
All right.
And
Yeah,
he
black
took,
pudding over here.
yeah, well, kind of the same, I guess. I don't know if it's the same, but he hung it in his attic in the ceiling to dry it out. He had it hung up in there because this is a real dry area, and it gets hot in the attic. So what a perfect place to dry, your sausage. I mean,
You live in Odessa, Texas, right?
yes, yes.
Okay.
It's the desert. We have 18 degrees humidity, and it's a humid day.
Yeah, I'm at 16 right now in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 39.
Okay, I'll check.
No, you can look on my filament dryer. I look always.
We are 6 degrees Celsius and rain. We are getting 80 to 90 millimeters of rain between today and tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the rainiest
Wind
season of the month here.
with gusts up to 28 miles per hour.
Ah, come on, haggis.
Yeah,
Haggis is a Scottish
I love
thing.
fish and chips. I love fish and chips.
Oh yes, I used to live in Chicago, and my favorite was Arthur Treacher's fish and chips. Oh my God.
My wife says she used to live in Lubbock, Texas.
I like
Where?
Schinkenwurst or ham sausage. It's called, basically translated roughly, and Weisswurst is pretty good with
Right,
sweet
wow,
mustard. I miss that from Germany. And
36%
currywurst.
humidity. 36% humidity.
wow.
Yeah, it's humid today.
Oh yeah, I went to the Walmart grocery store the other day. I got a Samsung Galaxy S23 done an update like a week ago. Not that that's relative, but I think there's an AI program on my phone that I need to figure out how to shut it off. I went to Walmart grocery store. I called the phone number so they could bring the groceries out. Hung up the phone. So in other words, when I go to unlock it again, I got to type in my 4-digit passcode. When I get home, my wife goes, "Yeah, you called my Jerry called us earlier in Florida." And then I checked and said I called Trevor of R3D. That's the guy's shop that I show at the beginning of my stream. I'm like, "Wow, I didn't call either person." And I was kind of arguing with my wife, but I didn't call him. I don't know what they're talking about. When I checked my phone, I had called him. My phone butt called him, but it wasn't in my back pocket, obviously. So that AI program that I have on my phone, evidently, I don't know what it thought, but it dialed both people, and I didn't dial them. So I don't know how that happened, but I definitely don't want that to happen again. It randomly dialed somebody, and I didn't enter my passcode or anything, so I don't know how that happened.
Hmm.
Weird.
So it's not
Yeah,
all beans on toast in the UK. No. I do like smoked eel,
Never
not
had it.
jellied eel. Like in Germany, northern Germany, you can get some eel and it's smoked. And it's very nice and fatty. Oh, it's very nice. Especially when it comes fresh out of the oven. Smoker.
So, Tim, what are you thinking about? What kind of ideas do you have on what you might want to do with your stream, or what you might want to start, or something different, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I've been so busy at work lately. I haven't had a lot of chance to think about it, but I think I just want to do more. I've been watching a lot of videos and channels that seem to be growing fast seem to be concentrating more on what you can do with your equipment, your printers, your 3D, your lasers, more so than building things. So I'm thinking just of focusing on more projects that I want to print, finding some cool prints to do, cool things to assemble, whether it be like the drones that we've been doing, or whether it be, it's up in the air. I'm open for suggestion, and I'm also still looking, still trying to figure out what I want to do. But as you
I'll
say,
tell
you
you
got to
what
enjoy.
project you can do. You can
Yes.
print another Boombala.
Oh, yes. I
yeah, I
exactly.
see him back there.
Oh yeah, Tim, I was mentioning earlier. Don't you? Well, go ahead. Take the call.
I saw it back there.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know, I'm
gonna.
gonna have to go look for one.
We probably got a Maker World or printables. I'll have to ask him.
Yeah, I'll look up Maker World right now. In fact,
We just have to be when you're on the live stream. You got to be careful what you call it, or those other things like yeah, no
Pew
problem.
pews.
Uh, yeah, don't even say that word. But a couple weeks ago, Tim had an object that takes batteries that projects water across the room. And because he was talking about it on a
Yeah.
live stream, the worst happened, and YouTube shut the stream down at the end of the stream. And what's bad about that is the AI, because of the way the world is right now and all the crap going on, the AI doesn't know if that's somebody out there doing something. They're trying to get fame for 5 minutes while they commit their crime. So it shut the stream down. And there we
Yeah.
go, right there. We can't hear you. You're muted, Tim.
I shouldn't be muted now.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I was just all
Yeah.
right. You're
Yeah.
we're
This one
done.
I haven't finished putting the filament, the wires on it yet, but that's
That's cool.
that
this.
is.
I found this on Maker World. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's where I'm gonna
Nice.
go look. I'll
Yeah.
try to
And
print
then
one too, Tim.
yeah, and Matt made his own, which is cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Matt. I don't have the patience to be designing it. I want to
Oh,
get it built,
awesome.
baby.
Cool. I'm glad you got your filming from Zotec. Awesome.
Yeah, you have like a band around it. Mine is more like a crimp system. If you look right there, see the
Oh
black?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have it
Okay.
straight coming across there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Beans and toast. Are we talking pork and beans? I don't know what kind of
Yeah.
beans we're talking about. Matt.
what?
Don Hunt. Pork and beans? What kind of beans are we talking about? Beans on
I don't. Beans on toast. I don't really eat. I'm kind of sick of beans. They give you the trumpet. If you eat too many beans, that's what you do. You trumpet.
I
yeah.
just threw that little laser head on and did this. I this is a hard one to see because this is an aluminum composite panel brushed silver, but it did a good job. I mean, it engraved it quite well. Just a real quick try there. My first
What do
time
the
using
letters stand for?
DWIT. That's my channel, DeWitt 3D. Do you know
Oh,
what it
cool.
stands for? Basically,
Um,
it means doing what it takes.
oh, cool. Doing what it takes. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's
Or,
Deutsche Welle IT.
or you just do it. You do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. There we go.
Do
I
it.
used to.
Do
I
it.
used to have a colleague named DeWitt also. That's why I
Oh,
asked.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, can't make the noise.
Oh, there you go, Tim. Hey, I can do that too, Tim. Look.
What have we come to? And then I
Muhaj
did
is probably out there cringing right now. No, don't do that. First, you talk
There's
about
Tim's
that.
channel right there, guys. I shared it. I'm going to put it
Oh,
in
thank you,
private
Jerry.
chat so you can, in private chat so you can click on it.
Hello, Bearded Printer. Thanks for joining us.
And she's texting me. See? Oh, should I say this, Muhaj?
Private chat. Why isn't that working? I put it in private chat. I'm hitting enter on the keyboard.
Yeah, my heart.
Well, I got to put it
The
down here.
medication is better now, so my blood pressure is not
All right,
that
there
high.
it is. I had to click on group.
It's basically stabilized itself with taking the medication. So
Bearded Printer. Hey, what's going on?
Good, Matt.
Hope you're doing well.
Hello, bearded. Oh, so what does PC Valiant say, Matt? When das Darstellungsgrund ist das gesund?
he asked me about my heart.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The first two words Arsenal brummed. Don't know what he's saying there, but I kind of figured out when he said Herz and gesund.
I'm part
So-
German, but I don't read it.
I don't know German, but I love the expressioning behind it and the emphasis and yeah.
Ja, we can Deutsch reden, das ist kein Problem. Who comes to here? I just ask you where you come from. So
Who, me?
yeah, in
Odessa?
German, Odessa. Yeah,
Odessa. Yeah. And not Odessa, Ukraine, Odessa, Texas,
yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
desert of the Permian Basin of West Texas.
Mm. Well, that's pretty loud, Tim. You're very
Oh,
loud with your microphone
I
towards
can
me.
barely hear it.
it
Thank
cuts in
you.
and out. Yeah, well, yeah. There you go. There you go.
Oh, all right. When you thought your heart is healthy. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Well, let's see.
That's
Just
probably written wrong.
3 hours, 10 minutes, 39 people watching. Those watching on Twitch, I'm going to rate into like Bio Mods. He's working on Nerf blasters. That's allowed on Twitch. It's not allowed on YouTube for live streams for some stupid reason.
Mm.
But anyway,
Thank you.
but I want to thank everybody for coming. I appreciate everybody here. Tim, Al, Matt. Thank you very much for being on here. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Al, when are you going to be on again streaming?
Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. Um, I've got to do the theatrics. I'm going to be putting all this together.
Wow,
Nice.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll be something
Like,
like this.
that's
oh
really
wow.
Okay, so
Okay, that
tomorrow,
is
2
awesome.
p.m. Kilroy 79763, both on Twitch and on YouTube.
You just
Tim.
piqued
See,
my
there's
interest.
projects like that you might want to get into with your laser building
Yes,
stuff.
I
I
want to use
love
my laser for more stuff. So
I
yeah.
love them, Tim.
Do you guys want to chat about that a little more, or do you want me to go ahead and quit the stream? Or do you want to talk about it, get some ideas from Al? Tim?
Well,
Tim,
I will. Yeah.
what I did, okay, what sent me down the road is I got all the different patterns that Make CNC had before they changed hands. They were going to sell out, and you got everything in their catalog. MakeCNC.com.
Ah.
$195 for the whole shebang. Make CNC. However, these right here came from freelaserfiles.com.
Okay.
They come with a video and everything. I mean, but the two things, and I've been just making things. Just really have been enjoying it. The last thing I made on the
Very
laser,
cool. I'm going to check them out.
yeah, both Make CNC, and I got things like this banana, okay, this
Yeah.
banana, and the
For
last
scale?
thing I made was this
Oh,
F1
wow.
racer.
That is cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun too.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to get over and have a look at those websites and makecnc.com and freelaserfiles.com.
MakeCNC.com and
Yeah.
freelaserfiles.com.
Files.com. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll look them up because I do need to get more use out of my laser. So
Print out a bunch of stuff in advance, go live, and just start building, chatting. Al uses a voice automated chat program. I downloaded it a long time ago. I forget the name of it, but it talks to you.
oh, okay, cool.
Speechchat.com on that one, by the way.
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
That way you don't have to read it. You can just sit there and keep working and talk to chat.
Speakchat.com. Cool. Yeah, I've seen somebody else use that before as well. And that's true. You don't have to read chat. It'll read it to you, and then you can just talk as you're working. That's a great idea.
And that's, to me, I find that's the best way. Okay, I can get interrupted when I'm talking. I've learned to pause, let it finish saying what it's saying, and then just pick back up. And I don't know. I like it.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate those ideas. And that's what I love about this community. We get ideas from each other. And I mean, that's what's been keeping me going for the last 5 years. So,
I hear you, Tim. Get any questions? Feel free to
Free access and
to ding
I
me.
will.
Files are good sites
I will.
for free laser files.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
pop
Vector's
off now.
fine. Okay, Matt.
Take care, Matt. Thanks for all your help. You have a great day.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Vector
Now
Okay,
Farm.
find
cool.
the exit button.
All right, let me start the raid on Twitch.
Oh yeah, then I stay till the end.
Gonna go to
Okay.
Wild Mods. Let's see me go back to my banners. If I can find
Bye,
it.
Jose.
Yeah, Maker World does have laser stuff too. I forget that. Yeah.
They do. Yeah, Maker Worlds, and they've actually got decent prices on the blank materials now too. I've
Take
got
care,
some.
everybody watching on Twitch. We'll see you next time.
Bye, Twitch.
Bye bye, Twitch.
And I don't see my exit screen. Where did it go? I don't know where it's at. But everybody watching, have an awesome day. Thank you very much. We'll be back next
Thank
week.
you, guys.
Kill Royale.
Same
We'll check
time.
you out tomorrow, Tim. We'll see you tomorrow
Okay.
afternoon.
See
Thanks
you
very much,
tomorrow.
Matt. Everybody
See
have an
ya.
awesome day. Till next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.